Hello, everybody. Yes, my mic is working. Uh, it's the little things, folks. It's the little things. Welcome to Tyranny of Dragons. I am Mr. DM. With me are my wonderful players. Hello, wonderful players. -1, unfortunately. Gorple, Gene. He's running late, as I've previously said. Whoop! My chair is all messed up. As I've previously said, schedules are still wonky and life is going on, so sometimes this might happen. No big deal. We are going to continue playing with his blessing to continue the campaign, the session, and if he shows up, great. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, some of us will be doing our best Vorpal impersonations, and some of us will be rolling on his behalf.
Oh, wait, I've got it. Oh, there's an evil witch. Oh no.
There's an evil. I can't do.
I
Vorpal.
can't do it.
I can't do Vorpal. I think John gets the closest with his Marge impersonation, but I'm Gorpo. Nah, that's like Cookie Monster or crack. That's like, I don't even know what that is.
I love that Gene is clearly listening, like in the car or driving or something, because he's terrible.
Yeah, I think that's Gorple on coffee.
Yeah. So, actually, I want to see. I don't want to just like leave, and have no picture there for Gorple. So I'm gonna throw something in there, really quick while we're actually doing our, when we're doing the opening credits. But, yeah. So if he shows up, great. And if not, we'll see how that rolls. Specifically. Quick again, just very quick announcements. Just as a reminder, we have inspirations that you can give the players and myself. For the new year, we have upped the how many inspirations you can give to the players up to 3 now. You can so remember, you can not only give them individually, but you can give them to the group. Make sure you put in exactly who you would like the inspiration to go to. Still, you can only give me 1. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't want to screw over the players too badly. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. But sometimes it helps, depending on the NPC that they run into. So, and again, we have wonderful merch. Jane is wearing the wonderful Amala shirt. It's actually really good because Amala's on the screen right now. So it's like just simpatico. It happened exactly at the right time. And you can get those again if you are subbed here on Twitch. You get a discount if you are logged in. So you can actually get a 5% discount if you're a tier 1 stream, tier 1 sub. 10% if you're tier 2, and 15% if you are tier 3. So you can get those in the merch store right now. If you are not subbed, we still are very, very grateful for you just following, just watching, joining us for all the crazy shenanigans that we have. And that's pretty much it as far as announcements are going. So with that, let's open up our credits for Tyranny of Dragons. All right, and we are back. Hey, Gorple's here. Oh man!
I think we should have that up all the time. Just like when, even when Gene's here, just have that there. Like animate the mouth, just like.
I'm Gorple. I'm gonna tear that Gorple voice apart.
We'll do that thing they do on TikTok where they just put human lips over like the still image.
Yes.
Terrifying, but amazing. Yes.
Gene approves of this message.
Oh man. Alrighty. So, welcome back. As we left off last game, you had continued your foray into the Raider camp, where things were kind of like in a partially like a party mood after a successful raid of Greenest. Raiders coming in from different locations, apparently, and you learned a number of interesting, important tidbits. You've met a few quirky individuals, three Dragonborn individuals who were part of the raiding group for some time, but apparently are going to be skipping out over the course of the evening to go quote unquote legit. But they were able to share some information with you. You made somewhat of an enemy of a number of two cultists who are also joining you at the time. But over the course of the evening, you learned a number of things. You learned some names of the individuals, that they were prisoners being held here within the camp. And Gorple actually made contact with the monk that you were looking for, Leosin Erlenthar, who apparently believes he's exactly where he needs to be, even though is definitely chained and tied as a prisoner. And and occasionally, Gorple decided, because Gorple is Gorple, that he would heal the monk, which the monk was not very happy about, because the monk did not want to be rescued and felt that he was getting the information that he needed to get in healing. He thought that he was going to be found out, that there was somebody there helping him, and things would fall apart. So while Gorple made his way back to the hut that you were all sharing, trying to figure out a way to, okay, what are we going to do next? And in addition to that, you have two individuals from Greenest that you rescued, that you are going to disguise as raiders and get them out. Seems that you were eavesdropped upon by one of the cultists, cultist named Ralph, with a terrible hunch and kind of short for a human. Turned out the hunch was a bag of weapons that he was just carrying around underneath his robes. But he also had an extreme effect to Gorple's party fluids, I guess. I don't. I mean, we can
don't say it like that.
So calling them party fluids was worse than just calling it like he had them drop acid. Like party fluids is so much worse.
That should be stricken from the record.
Strike that, reverse it.
Strike that, reverse it. Fluid parties.
How is that even worse? I don't understand.
That's something else entirely. It's happening in tent C7.
It's
you gotta get tested before you're even allowed in that party.
Yep. Invite only.
Well, they have all the leather masks, so they might as well just
right. So his poison, Gorple's poison. John, really? Wow.
Oh, not anymore. Oh God.
I thought you were
I don't know if
drinking a
it's gonna
candle. I literally thought you
Yeah.
were drinking a candle.
Must purge the thoughts with hot
It's like-
wax.
It's like eye bleach, but not.
Wow. We haven't even started. We're already off the rails. So you've decided not only that you need to steal some clothes for the prisoners that you're going to eventually escape with, but now you're also going to work on this cultist. It was, if I remember correctly, it was Drovar and Gorpal, or Drovar and Bocek, I don't remember. Just going to work on this guy, just beating the ever-loving crap out of this guy. And then moving on to next steps, because we still weren't sure what we were going to do about the monk at this point. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, so as I think what we kind of left it at was we wanted to go actually like re-beat up the monk a little bit to make his wounds look like comparable, just so they didn't realize, oh my gosh, this guy's been healed a whole lot. But Gorpal and I were gonna go just basically curb stomp that guy and kill him, because we didn't have any other way to cover it up, and we're just gonna leave him chained to one of the posts. As if he was one of the slaves.
Yeah. Gorpal is saying that to make him unrecognizable. So I don't know if that is basically, make him not seem like he was the cultist, who he was, or
I believe last time the plan was, I wasn't there, but it's been like 3 minutes, so reasonably people would remember who were there, is to punch them in the face till their face is so swollen you can't recognize who it is.
Yep.
Just a body there. It's not, and I mean, how many of these guys have seen Ralph, robeless anyway? It's not like they're gonna go, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Or without his hunch. Maybe they don't even know that
That's
hunch
also
wasn't
true.
real. Like, we don't know. We don't know anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
There's a lot of unknowns. Yeah.
Right. So the trick is, Drovar is not thrilled with this course of action, but we've got someone who eavesdropped on us, and there's nothing we can do about him. We don't have any way to mind wipe him or take over his mind. He's high as a kite, so he can't communicate with us, and we wouldn't trust him if we did. So, but the other thing is, I believe Gorpal thought we should, and I kind of agree, we got to go back and make sure the monk's cover is still good. And if he looks too healthy, they might be suspicious and just kill him.
Gotcha.
So first things first, we're just going to go full murder hobo on this poor, SOB in the back of the, and Drovar just, balls up this and just starts working him over, and Gorpal's probably behind him going like, yeah, a little bit more on that side. Yeah, I can still see the color of his eyes. Okay, yeah, I'm working over here, just
yeah. And I will say absolutely. Considering the sallowness of his skin and how easily he was able to absorb the poison from Gorpal, it doesn't take much to bruise and beat this guy. I mean, it just, like, the minute you start punching, like, welts and bruises appear almost instantaneously. You start wondering, like, who was this guy that he's a cultist? Because he doesn't seem like an individual who would be on the front lines, or even in a fight.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm looking. I look up. With my very damp glove now. It's like, did he have anything in his bag that indicated what he did for these folks?
Anybody wants to take a look in the bag can make me an investigation check.
I will look.
I think they told me to go pick flowers in the field or something, so I didn't know that they were beating a man to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm standing outside keeping watch of the area.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I am also outside. Well, I'm gonna check out the bag and then I'm gonna go outside. I've seen this kind of thing before. I'm not totally new to it. That's an 18 investigation to look at the bag.
Yeah, and Drovar and Gorple had emptied it out fairly quickly of the weapons that were in there, but you start kind of like digging in there, and there's like an extra set of like it just looks like traveling clothes, not even cultist robes. And there is like a small piece of parchment in it, and as you kind of like look through the parchment, it is in common. There are times and numbers, and as you kind of looking, it seems like this is like somebody, he was taking bets on something. There's no coin on him whatsoever, but he seems to have been taking a record on bets for something. But the one name that does catch your eye, you don't recognize any of the names except for Leosin, which is the monk. And there's about 6 names on this list. I can give you the names if you want.
Yeah, I'll take the names. Also, I want to know what it says next to his name, or like what it implies, like bedwise or time-wise or whatever.
Okay. Hold on a second. I pull up the names. Okay. Sorry. All right. So for the, let's see. So Leosin is like the 4th person on that's actually named on the list. The other names are search. Here we go. Erwin. ERWIN. Dyfi. DYFI. Lily. LILI. Rian. RHIAN. And Sarah without an H. The Sarah is crossed out, as well as Lily. And the rest of the names are not crossed out, but there's like next to Leosin there is 20, it says 25 GP. Next to the other names are just various like gold and silver pieces that are just kind of next to it, but next to him is just, he's like the highest amount, which is 25 GP. And then there's times next to them, and then each of the times are just like kind of crossed out. And make an insight check for me, Basha.
Yeah.
Considering your former rogue background.
I have a theory, but I'm beating a guy to death, so I'm busy.
21.
21
insight.
Yeah, Gorple actually he's got it. This is a Deadpool. This is that they're basically these are most likely the slaves and prisoners that they've had. The ones that are crossed out are probably dead, and the rest are not. And Ralph was keeping track of that for whatever reason.
Are the 2 people in the room still with us, or did we? Okay, I mean, assuming they're not paying attention to the beating to death, but I'm gonna kind of go over to them and be like, "Are your names by chance Erwin, Dyfi, or Rian?"
The man goes, "Yeah, I'm Erwin."
Interesting.
And the woman kind of looks, she goes, I'm Rian."
Was the person with you named Dyfi?
No, that was Lily.
Interesting. So we are missing someone.
All right.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing while you're doing this is quickly looking around whole camp for a missing person. I mean, I don't want to go alone. Anyone want to come with me who's not an Op Project beat up nerd?
I'll go with you.
Yes, Bochek, come with me too. We should go check. Let's see if we can't find this one last missing person.
Oh, see if they know, like, this missing person. Oh, hold still. This guy. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
This is so Reservoir Dogs.
Just stuck in the middle with you is playing in the background.
Exactly. Yeah. I did not think my character.
Gorpal's dancing. Gorpal's kind of like weird dancing towards him.
Just like, do they know the last name? Does it, so you know the person you're looking for, gender, ancestry? Yeah.
No, it doesn't say anything like that. It's just a Deadpool, really. It's just them trying to figure out when people are dead. I want to go do this. I'm also DM. I'm gonna take the traveler's clothes with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna tuck them away because in my head it's like, well, if we find them and can free them, they're gonna need clothes to get out. So I'm gonna take that with me. And also like an extra spear because I'm sure that Gorpal does not need 1,000 spears, so I'm gonna take one with me.
No, I got plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's like the Little Mermaid's forks, but instead it's.
It just kind of goes into the small little quiver and just says, here.
Thanks.
Okay, so Drover's kind of like, I might be getting jaded about this, but the more I hear, the less bad I feel about like doing this to this poor guy.
Yeah.
The job is finished. I mean, we make sure he is basically unrecognizable unless you really know what he looks like unclothed. Like a tattoo or something like that people might recognize, but otherwise he's just a very badly beaten dead guy, and we'll just.
Oh yeah. It doesn't take you long. In fact, you while there's a lot of bruising and welts, you and Gorpal actually pretty much beat him in such a way that he's not actually like bleeding. You think he's dying definitely of internal bleeding from the beating that you both just gave him. And there's a lot of moaning, there's a lot of shivering, but he still seems to be mostly under the effect of the poison. He does not have long. Like he's not dead yet, unless you like. If you want to be sure, you can put a sword through him.
We gotta be sure.
Don't forget to put him in rags.
Oh yeah. Well, what he's wearing now is pretty much tattered and ragged. Whatever little bits he had on him, we'll just tear a little bit and kind of push it into the blood, and it just looks. He just looks like a horrible mess. It's like, all right, does he look convincing? Yeah, dead slave. Okay. Right, let's go.
I would like for you to make. I'm gonna give you the option of either deception or sleight of hand to see how convincingly he looks like a slave that's just been a prisoner that's just been beaten. Over time.
People did see us taking those guys to our tent, so I'm just gonna.
Okay. Well, no, this is just like it. For example, if someone were to just kind of glance at him, wouldn't think twice, or would they be suspicious and take a look and go for a closer look? So that's what this role is for.
Okay. Sleight of hand or. Deception, because if somebody actually shows up, he's gonna be like, he gave me a lip, so I killed him, that kind of thing. It's like he's not gonna try to hide it. It's like, this body? No.
Because somebody's gonna go looking for him. Okay, 10 is good to know.
Right, but we hope they won't realize who it is.
Gotcha. All right, so you gotta throw him over your shoulder, and gonna bring him back over to the post, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. Nobody stops you. You make your way there with Gorpal. A lot of people already look like they're either getting ready at this point in the evening to bed down, or they're so in their cups that they just don't even register what's going on, what's happening. And you're able to kind of go through the camp with this what looks like one of the prisoners over your shoulder.
I just chain him back up and head back to the tent.
All right. Bocek, Basha, and Amala. Where specifically are you going into camp? You have the map up. Let's take a look at that map real quick.
So I figure, we went around the left side before to meet with these Dragonborns, and we kind of stopped there. So I'm gonna assume that we're gonna go around the rest of the circle just to kind of like see who we see. I mean, I don't know, unless you are open to suggestion on which way to go.
Yeah, like up around the other side of the tents, like from ours.
Up and around, just to the right. That's what I'd say.
So above where you're at, up and to the right in that area. Okay.
Well, left and right, I guess, but yeah.
Left and right. Okay. All right. I will need the three of you to please roll me perception checks.
That is a 15 for Amala.
Okay.
12 for Bocek.
18 for Basha.
18 for Basha. Okay. All right. Bocek. Well, actually, all of you. You're starting to see that most of the folks here are just like, they're either mostly the raiders are just drunk. Like the mercenaries, they're just kind of like at this point, going around. If they are actually talking, their speech is slurred. Their motions are all over the place. Like they're not really paying attention. And it looks like it's getting to like the end of the partying at this point. But you do, I would say, Amala and Basha, you do start to realize that many of the cultists are not as inebriated as the raiders. They are definitely they're still partaking in the celebration, but they are holding back on the alcohol for the most part. It's not that they're not drinking, they're just not drinking as much as the mercenaries and raiders that are with them. And they definitely, there seems to be like a nervous energy mostly coming from the cultists, and you probably attribute that to they're going to you already know they're going to be breaking camp tomorrow and starting to leave this area. And so you probably figure that it has mostly to do with that. You do find the three of you that there is another I guess prisoner poll that is in the group of huts more to the north of where you are, but there's no one there. There are chains, but there's no prisoners, nothing. And Basha with an 18, you definitely overhear some talking, and the impression that you're getting, one, about the prisoners is that they put them to work until they either can't work anymore and die, or they convert. Because you do hear a couple of the cultists like, well, yeah, that one, she was like, praise Tiamat, and I'll do whatever you want me to do. And it's like, yeah, that's great. And until we actually had her do work, and she just freaking keeled over and died. And they all start kind of chuckling about it. And so you get the impression that the person you're looking for is probably dead.
Okay, well, it was worth checking just to make sure we're not leaving anyone behind.
Yeah.
I agree.
Basha,
all right, so now, yeah.
The other thing, you do hear more conversation amongst mostly the cultists. And a lot of these conversations they're not as hushed as you would expect them to be, again, because of the party atmosphere. But you do hear a few cultists over here. It's like, yeah, just Rezmir has just been going at that freaking monk, since we got him. But ever since Ironwrath got killed, honestly, I think Mondev's just gonna let him kill him. let her kill him because Rezmir, she's pissed. Cyanrath was a freaking broodmate. So that monk isn't gonna talk. He ain't gonna last the fucking morning. And the other cultist is like, really? You think? Mondath said that he was probably very valuable. Says, yeah, but you see the way Rezmir's getting. Rezmir, she was not happy about hearing about Cyanrath's demise. So that monk's not gonna live till morning. So it's a good thing I'm not him. Like, yeah, I know, and then just start joking and laughing about that as well. But you definitely hear that with an 18.
Well, let's go back to tent. We should let Gorpal know too if Gorpal's not already with us. Gorpal and Drovar aren't here. Yeah. We need to go let them know what was said, because I think plan should be get Monk and get out, or grab Monk, heal him rest of way, send him off with the other two and let them escape, and then we stay. But I think that's the plan at this point.
All right, let's get back and let them know that we can determine what we want to do, because us against this entire group is not going to work.
Yeah, I'm afraid to stay too long also, because I feel like it's going to get harder and harder to keep up this ruse. So, yeah. They're not the best people to be around. I don't like it.
Okay. So, you begin making your way back to your hut. At this point in time, Drovar and Gorpal have come back. The two freed prisoners are kind of sitting there holding the spears that you gave them. And every time the flap of the hut opens up, they're like,
It's all right.
But you definitely, again, Basha with that 18 perception, as the three of you are making your way back to the hut, you can hear in the distance, has anyone seen Ralph? Ralph!
Shit.
But it's amongst the group of people still talking, so nobody's really paying attention to him, and nobody's answering him or even trying to help him at this point. But you can hear over the din of people that someone is looking for.
All right, that guy's looking for Ralph. Do we capture him and kill him too, or should we just keep going?
It's in the distance. It's in the distance.
We only have 2 hours.
You're not sure exactly where it's coming from.
I don't even know who it is.
Yeah. Well, you recognize the voice. It's definitely the person that was with
the guy.
Yeah, that Ralph kept calling Master.
That snooty elf guy.
The official nerd, in quotes, that as we called him, the nerd.
Okay. So now you're all back. You're all back in the hut.
All back? Okay. Yeah. Drovar is rinsing his hands off. He's like, right. Okay. He's been dropped off.
So it sounds like other prisoners. There are no other prisoners. They're either dead or were converted. But they also, some of them converted and then died. So I don't think this other person on this list is even here.
I wonder if Ralph was one of them who got turned. He just didn't seem like he was made out for this kind of thing.
That's
the way it goes. We'll look into that some other time if we can. Now, so it's just the monk out there.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we also overheard that because the leader, Rezmir, no? Yes, Rezmir is very angry because we killed Cinerath. So
someone killed
Cinerath, and because of that, basically she's not going to let him live until morning, most likely.
All right, I look over at our two slaves, now guards. It's like, why don't you just do a quick perimeter around the tent so we don't have any other observers, and then come back in, give you some practice. No, look, you just do a circle around as if you're on a quick patrol and come back in. If you see somebody out there, you come back and tell us. But you got to get used to behaving like you belong here so we can get out of here. But we need to figure out what we're going to do, and we need to do it quick. But if there's someone else listening, we gotta know. Because if someone's asking about him, yeah, we gotta move.
They look very nervous, and okay. I need you to make a persuasion check with this.
I believe in you. You can do it. Persuasion
with disadvantage. But Basha helping you will just cancel that out.
Yeah. Okay. So just roll regular.
Because
they've been prisoners for a while.
Natural 20
to
a 21.
All right.
Watching me beat that other guy to death clearly made them think they have a chance to get out of here. As I'm rinsing the blood of their tormentor off, I'm just like, yeah, you got this. You're stronger than him. You can do this.
So you kind of look at each other for a minute, and Riaz is like, yeah, all right, yeah, come on, real quick, real quick.
Yeah, real quick, just one circle around and come on.
Like, all right. So they kind of like they take the sleeves of the shirts and the clothes, and they just kind of like roll them down as far as they can, so you can't actually see the bruising of the manacles around their wrists. And they kind of put the cloaks up, and it's like, all right, okay, we can do this. All right. And they just kind of like getting ready to dive into a cold pool. Like they just kind of go outside and they disappear for a moment.
Okay, but don't run too fast. Like walk like a normal person. Okay, all right, you're good.
Yeah.
If you belong here, you walk. That's the thing.
Okay. And they go outside and they leave the hut.
So it's like, all right, now. Okay, so if they're gonna kill the monk, we got to get him and get out of here. The problem is he thinks he needs to stay here. So do we try to talk him out of it, or we just walk up and like heal him against his will until he realizes there's no point in staying?
Well, we don't have a lot of time, so I think we walk up, we tell him what we overheard and that he's going to die whether he wants to stay or not, and then if he tries to give us any guff, Bocek, just give him light tap on head and we take him with us.
Okay, let's not try to manhandle the trained fighting monk in the chains, because if we have to fight him, that's going to attract attention. But if
wait, I'm in chains?
No, the other one. There's another monk.
But if we drop the names of the people who are leading this place and explain, we heard specifically that so and so is giving up on you and wants to kill you because she's pissed about losing somebody else she cared about. You are not a high enough priority to keep alive. You're not making it to dawn. We're leaving. If you don't come with us, not only will you be dead, but no one's getting the information you've pulled out. So the train is leaving. Sorry, the wagon's leaving. There's no such thing as trains.
Caravan's leaving. Let's go.
Wagon's leaving now. We're going to try to follow them, figure out where they're going. Okay, so that's one. Two, you were wondering about whether we stay and just send them on their way, right?
I don't think that's the best idea, because again, I think us trying to keep up this ruse for more than a day is going to get problematic. They're going to see through it very quickly.
Yeah. He starts cleaning up some of the mess around here. It's like, we're going to be asked to do things we're not willing to do. Oh, we don't, gosh, hate to do that.
I'm down with the plan of grabbing the monk and getting out of here.
Yeah, they may send people after us, but, I mean, a group this big, we can probably follow them. Gorpal's got his bird creature that can keep an eye on them from a distance. I think we'll be able to tell where they're going. I'm not sure we're going to be able to, attack them while they're traveling, but at least we know they're next. We can figure out where they're going next.
Yeah, and we can follow them somewhere.
Yeah, I think we got to get out. All right, we in agreement on this?
I vote yes.
Okay.
My vote is also yes.
Yes, I am in.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. So, at the risk of having a PC who's not quite here, he's the Gorpal's the one who can best approach him, and tell him, because as you said before, there's a lot of people kind of watching him. So if we go up to free him, we need someone to pick the lock. So that's Gorpal. Then we need someone to explain to him, dude, it's up. You got to come with us. And
I might be able to. Hang on,
Okay.
I need to check something.
all right.
I can show you the best way to get there without being seen.
All right.
Well, I'm debating if I can still be invisible or not. I don't remember if I've done that already today.
Well, I mean, we've got cultist outfits still with us. We could walk up and just talk to him. The thing is, we got to do it so quick that nobody really notices. I mean, if he's the last prisoner left, somebody's going to notice when suddenly they turn to, and their punching bag is gone.
You do not have that available, Basha. It's once a day.
Yeah, I thought I might have already done it. That's what I was checking.
Yeah, it's still the same day where you kill
long day, man.
You kill the stragglers. Yeah.
Long day. All right. I wonder if there's a way that maybe I don't have to go, but maybe like I could do spell or something. Maybe there's something I could do that could like send my presence next to him. I have to ask Jan if there's something that I can do. I don't know. It's new thing that I'm like learning. I was reading about it the other night while you were busy. Anyway, I don't know.
The Wizard Mafia spying on us, yeah.
No, it's not that.
just confirms so much that I've worried about you.
Do our people come back in?
They do not.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna duck back my head out.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Okay. Make a perception.
20 and all.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Me too, because I'm ducking my head out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whoever's looking for them can make a perception check.
Alrighty.
10.
10,
11.
10,
Yeah, I'm not
11. Who else?
9.
9. Okay.
Just keep going down the list.
I'm just causing the
Does anybody want to roll for Gorple?
I can roll a 20-sider. I don't have his sheet, but I'll tell you what my
I don't have a sheet
is.
either.
Okay, I'll roll. I have it. I have a sheet. All right. So I just wanted to put it out there. Well, somebody can roll, and I will tell you what his perception is +8.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6, so that's still a 14, which is still better
than all of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of look out. They're not anywhere around the tent. And Gorple goes, "Well, holy fuck!" And he kind of points. And you watch these two prisoners stroll out of camp. Like they just walk.
Good for them.
They just you can see them just like nervously like still walking around, and occasionally you see the woman just like wave at someone and then just keep walking. And apparently Drovar convinced them so well with that natural 20 that they were like, "Fuck this! If we can just walk through camp, why don't we just go?" And wow. They are gone. Like they are out of the camp.
I guess.
I
hope they survive.
I'm proud of them, but would have been nice to let us know that was their plan. Okay.
Oh well.
Vaya con Dios. Okay.
Two less people we have to worry about.
Yes, actually,
right now. Yeah. And if we cause a real trouble, they're going to be even safer. So, all right. So, Basha, what do you have in mind for? Do you have some way to talk to him?
Well, so Gorple goes up and picks the lock, and I hide at a distance. Like you can come with me or not, but we have to be really like stealthy. So whoever comes on this mission has to be very quiet. But I'm gonna try to see if I can't. I don't know, cast Jan Ford or cast myself. I don't really know how it works. I've never done it before, so I'm not sure if it'll work. But I'm thinking maybe I can talk to him through him. I don't know.
Okay. Now, all right.
I'm gonna ask Jan.
I don't know how you do what you do, but
I don't know either. But I'm gonna ask Jan if this is possible.
That doesn't inspire confidence. But I'm saying I trust that you. If you've got an idea, my one question is: can other people see this?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
All right. So the DM has a question.
Yes.
What is it that you're trying?
I want to try to use Manifest Mind because I have never done it yet. I mean, I know I can do it. Bosch doesn't know that she can do it yet, but like, I want to figure out how she can do this to try and speak through the manifestation of Jan to him.
All right.
Like, so that it can get right up next to him, but Basha can be at a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I can do that.
Let me see. I'm taking a look really quick. Hold on.
I'm not familiar.
It's
enough
new.
With that tool
Yeah,
to know what it does.
It's cool, but
it sounds cool though.
Yeah, I can cause the mind to manifest as a tiny spectral object. It's intangible. It can hear and see. Oh, I might not be able to. It can telepathically. You know what? I don't know if I can talk through it. That's a shame.
Well, you mentioned telepathic. Is it able to communicate with others or just with you?
Just me, unfortunately. But that's a good point. If I ever get a telepathy spell that allows me to communicate with all of you at the same time, I wonder if you all could then hear him, because that would be cool. I don't know.
That just confirms some of our deepest paranoia.
Yeah, it would. I know. It's okay. All right. It doesn't say directly that I can talk through it, so I'm gonna say that I probably can't. But like Basha would literally sit there and quickly ask Jan, like, Jan, is this something we can do? And if and.
Well, as far as I can, I only can talk with you. You can see through me. You can hear whatever, I hear. But only you and I will be able to communicate with each other. And you will not be able to communicate through me, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
all right. It's not a good plan then.
Okay. Well, not
it's
necessarily.
Not gonna work.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. If you can use that to watch somewhere else, that's basically what you're talking about?
Yes.
So maybe you could use that to watch the cultists so we get our window to run up and talk to them.
Yeah,
and then you can yell out, you can be saying, it's like, go. Or, oh, thank God, Gorple's here. Yay.
I love that he's just behind.
Oh man, sorry, that's some laryngitis or whatever long version of that is.
Oh no, you
guys are terrible. I'll just sneak over there and tell him everything, like I did before.
Okay.
You might try the mind thing you're talking about to see if the cultists are starting. I mean, there's that one poor guy wandering around. Where's my murdered friend? Servant.
Yeah. Whatever. I can save it. I can do it like a couple times, but like I'd rather not do it unless we need it for long periods of time. Do you think it's a good thing to do? To watch them while we talk?
It might not be a bad idea to get some early warning to know how much time we have to get this guy out of there.
All right.
Because you could still say to us, oh no, they're onto us. We gotta go. Even before they run over to, where the monk's chained up.
So last time, he thought that he had about 2 hours before that person was going to take him and work him over again.
It's probably an hour now, I think, right? I mean, you guys spent some time. We walked around the camp.
Yeah, you probably have an hour from that time.
So we've got to get moving.
Yeah, beating a man to death takes time.
So what's the plan?
I guess I'll sneak over. I'll give him the new plan. Then we'll come back, wait the 10 minutes for the patrol, and then we'll kidnap him and get him the fuck out.
All right, I'm down with this plan.
All right. All right, so I need you all to still make a stealth check for me with advantage, because Gorple is showing you all like the best way to get to him without being seen, by the largest amount of people, because he's already done it.
All right, and I will roll regular then, since usually I roll with disadvantage.
I will guide. I'll guide Amala because I know she's wearing heavy armor.
Okay. All right. So Basha, what did you get?
Well, first I rolled totally the wrong thing, but then when I rolled the right thing with advantage, 14. Thank goodness.
Nice. Bocek?
25.
Nice.
Dang, a stealthy Bocek.
Amala?
Guidance is a D4, right?
Correct.
Would anyone mind if I use one of our inspos?
Go for it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
How is that worse?
No. What was it? What'd you get?
7.
7. Oof. Gorple?
29.
Jeez. Drovar?
12.
I'm gonna stay in the back and let them deal with it.
All right. Well, as when you move as a group, it is usually a group challenge when this happens. Thankfully, there's only one failure out of this group. The rest of your group is definitely like trying to, every time you clink Amala, everybody stops, looks around, sees if anybody's paying attention, and then when it's safe, continue to move. And thankfully, because of your friends, your companions there, your 7 does not impede the group. But you're able to circumvent the largest amount of people. And the people that you do encounter just kind of are either too drunk to care, or just see you walk by but don't really register. They just kind of see the movement, look, and then continue having whatever conversations or doing whatever they're doing. But you eventually get over about 10-15 feet away from the prisoner pole where Leosin is currently locked up and tied up at this moment. And as you approach, those of you with dark vision can see that he's actually like slightly squirming a bit. As he's just kind of like, again, he's sitting there, his arms are up in the manacles, but he's also tied around the chest with some thick rope, and his legs are also tied as well. And you can see him kind of like squirming slightly, like not overly like flailing about, but because you're paying attention to him, you can see that he's actually moving more than you would expect.
Does it look like he's like just kind of like just sort of testing what he would have to do to get out if he had to?
You'd have to get closer to see at this point, but you can just see the movement at this point.
Yeah, he's wiggling a lot.
I'll just climb up the back of the pole and kind of lurk over him.
Yeah.
And be like, "Hey, we're back. We gotta get you out of here."
Fucking don't do that. All right, look. And as you look down, Gorple, you can see that he's kind of scratched up and re-bruised the side of his face. It looks like the squirming he was doing, he was actually trying to, like, hitting his face against the pole to re-bruise what you have healed. And all he's actually managed to do is just like scratch himself up, give himself some splinters, and there's like a little bit of blood kind of pouring down, but like it doesn't look anything like what he was bruised by. Like,
my first plan was to punch you in the face a bunch, but you're gonna die. They literally are gonna kill you by the morning, so you gotta get out of here. He kind of
he's like, at this point he's kind of looking up at you. Make a persuasion check, because he does not believe you.
How close are the rest of us?
You're probably like about 10 feet away, 10, 15 feet away from him at this point.
Okay.
I got 8 unless there's a group inspiration I can use.
Well, okay, here's an idea for like an extra inspiration or something. Before you came back, we were talking about saying, Drover was suggesting, mention the names of the leaders.
Yeah, like,
and that they're basically given up because they're annoyed about another one of their brethren who was killed.
Yep.
So maybe dropping the names that he's heard will make him realize, oh, okay, they know what they're talking about. That might help.
And we do have inspiration. We do.
Yeah,
we do.
Right.
But she
But that might be
specifically,
a good thing to like an extra thing that might.
So apparently,
Sasha would have specifically told you Resmir, the name of the lady, said that they were upset about Cinerath dying, so they were going to kill him. So I don't think that might help.
Mention that. I'd be like, hey, Resmir mad about Cinerath dying, some sort of broodmate thing. And they literally are going to kill you because you're not talking and they really don't care about the information. Up to you, buddy. You either die here or you live another day. I really don't care about your life.
All right. Make another one, this time with advantage, because you used the name.
Natural 20 for a 23.
So he kind of sighs, saying, "All right, yeah, we're gonna have to make this quick." And as you look, Gorple, he kind of slips his hands out of the chains, and he goes, "The way they have him tied, he can't actually move his arms well." He goes, "Look, I have a dagger hidden in
I
my
just
boot.
pull out my machete and I just cut the back of the rope.
That will work also." And as he do, he just, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here right now." All right. And considering where you're at, like there is a straight shot to one of the kind of angled dirt walls. Consider, because this is all like a depression, that you could all easily scramble up towards without too many people either noticing you or seeing you.
Okay. I think we want to just get up to a new altitude and just start moving away from here.
So we don't have
as we're hurrying, I'm gonna kind of shove the traveler's clothes like at him, and I'm gonna be like, "I know you can't wear this now, but put it somewhere and hang on to it. You can wear them."
He just grabs them and kind of shoves them into his shirts. It's fine. Let's just go. They're gonna be checking on me.
I shove a good berry in his mouth. Yep. Here you go. You haven't eaten in days.
Oh, good berry. Okay, good. Yeah, let's go. Quick.
Hi, I'm Bocek.
Oh, you big. Let's come. Let's just quiet and like low. Let's go.
Basha goes into stealth mode, like full stealth.
All right, I need you all to make another stealth check, please.
I will guide as a group.
I'll guide them all again.
Okay. All right, and I'll roll for Leosin. Basha.
Damn, I must be distracted. He must be handsome or something because I rolled an 8.
8. Okay. Bocek.
22.
22. Amala.
Dirty 20 this time.
Nice.
Dang, we switched places.
Gorple.
28.
28. Drovar.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Nice. And Leosin will get... So, as you're all kind of moving, you watch as Leosin's like, "Get low, just keep quiet." And as he says that, he trips over a rock and bangs into Amala, knocking Amala down because he got a nat 1. And you hear ding, 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 of her armor. And you all freeze. And immediately Leosin's like, "Yeah, that's what you fucking get." And then hits you in your armor again, Amala, making another clanging sound. And then you hear in the distance, "Somebody else is having a good time." Yeah. And then he just stops it. "All right, sorry, just my legs have been tied for a while. Kind of tripped over. I apologize. Let's just get the fuck out of here now. Let's go."
All right.
And you begin climbing up this, and you start to notice that this wall, again, none of this is like reinforced. The walls are fairly easy. They're not even walls. They're at an angle where you do just have to slightly kind of, climb. Gorple, it's nothing for you, but the rest of you would be considered half movement, just to get up, because it's all like dirt and rock and it's not very solid, and some of it starts pulling away, but you're eventually able to get up and out of this ravine and begin making your way into the tree line of the forest, which is about 20 feet from where you're at, about 20, 30 feet. You're not gone maybe 5 minutes before you start hearing ding 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 ding, and then just like shouts and yells, and Leosin's like, "Fuck, they We only had a few minutes before they were going to check up on me. We got to go now. Let's move.
All right, let's go faster.
All right. And you just all begin booking through the forest.
I will
on your way.
As we go, I'm going to go knack. Find somewhere cozy in these woods, and then follow them when they leave camp, and come back to me when they start moving, so I know the direction, and I'll kind of send them off as we run off.
All right. And just flies off in the direction of the back towards the direction of the camp. And you've actually circumvented all of the different individuals that were guarding this entrance secretly. So you definitely know your way back through. And you start making your way back towards Greenest. I'm not going to make you make a whole bunch of rolls back because you've already done this before.
Well, that's the question. Do we want to go all the way back to Greenest, or do we want to like find a place to hide and then start following them?
Because they still do have our cart. They still have Hank.
They have Hank.
Yeah, I mean, like, since we kind of know the path we came, do I know a place or like a copse in the woods that I could find that would be a good camouflage? Maybe like an hour outside of this camp that we could hide away, or like a cave, like.
You didn't come across anything like that before, but I'll say make a survival check for me.
Oh, that's bad. Can I use a group inspiration? That's much better. 17.
17. You don't find a cave, but you definitely find this like kind of copse in the woods where the tree lines and the shrubs definitely kind of can mask you for a while, as long as you're all fairly quiet. Gives you a moment to kind of rest and figure out what your next steps are, and you could stay here for a while if you'd like. It's not very comfortable, but it's definitely concealing.
All right, let's. So I'll kind of like scoot outside of our camp, maybe like 100 feet, and where we kind of went, I will just geyser with water, so it'll like cover our scent. Okay. And also erase at least some of the footprints in like a 30-foot area. It'll just be muddy.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of come back, because I figured they're going to try to track us with those lizards.
Okay.
And so I figured try to muddy the scent with like running water and a few other things. Then I'll head back to the camp.
All right. Yeah, no problem. You get all that done. You all hear this, the rushing of water. You're a little weirded out. Not sure what that means, but eventually Gorple comes back. And in the meantime, Leosin is just kind of like, listen, thank you for stopping, because it's just, if we go at this pace, I'll probably pass out by the time we get to Greenest, so a rest is definitely needed, but we shouldn't stay here too long.
No, but I think we gotta, catch our breath, and we want to figure out where they're going. I mean, we could go back to Greenest, but then we've got to come all the way back to catch up with these guys again. I mean, we dropped off a bunch of stuff with them, and a horse that we like this horse. We want to get him back.
He's a good horse.
That horse is probably at stairs now. No. If you gave it to them.
That horse belongs to no one but himself.
The horse and the cart are ours, and we're gonna get him back.
I don't know what that means, but
that's fine.
There's only 6 of us and 200 of them, and I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah, I think we killed close to 200 earlier.
All right, we killed a bunch of Greenest, but the big thing is, when they were talking about, the head folks are all mad about one of their number who got killed.
Right. And you just, why'd you do that?
Because he stepped in front of the damn tower at Greenest and challenged us to a duel, and so we went out and we ended him.
I mean, we also killed every kobold with him, so I'm surprised they figured out that that he died.
He seemed pretty happy to go out the way that he did, though.
No,
we also beat the dragon into retreating.
He thought it was like, oh, this is all dishonorable. It's like, yeah, you attacked a village full of helpless people. You get no honor here, jerk.
All right. Well,
yes, we did also fight the dragon. Bocek is right.
And there was a blue dragon attacking Greenest. We drove it off.
Oh,
we very nearly killed it. Part of it's lopped off, so
it fled for its life.
That's a lot of new information.
Yeah. So, what did you learn during your undercover as a captive?
Are we safe? We're safe here, right? In the meantime,
at least for a bit to catch our breath. As you said, you're gonna pass out. I mean, we could carry you.
No one's carrying me. Thank you very much.
Bocek's gonna carry you if you slow us down.
Yeah,
no one is touching me. I can make it on my own. Thank you very much.
Fine. So we're taking a breath. We're getting some rest, and you can tell us what you learned about them.
Fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure that we're fine.
We're on the same page.
All right.
So if you pass out, do you want us to leave you behind instead of carrying you?
I'm sure he's.
He kind of turns and looks at you and goes, "Look, you may be a follower of the Platinum Dragon, but that doesn't mean that I can't think that you are an asshole." So,
I mean, yes, I am.
Yes, so. Most followers of the Platinum Dragon do have a inflated sense of worth. So, I didn't want to think that of you immediately, but you're just kind of.
I mean, you're a follower of the Platinum Dragon, so
yes, case in point. Case in point. Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking. Okay,
I'm speaking about myself as well. I am self-aware.
That's part of your monk training, right?
Wait, it is?
And I just kind of start giggling to myself.
I can't believe I was rescued by you.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yes, we are not the world's best rescuing party, I mean, we are, but...
Well, I gotta say, we've rescued everyone we've tried to rescue so far, have we not?
I mean, yes, I'm not saying, like, in terms of our actual getting the job done. I'm saying we don't look like what you expect of a typical rescuing party, but we're pretty great.
Good at it.
Yes.
Okay, but we should get this information in case they do track us down.
All right. Well, the whole thing was, I figured how do I say this without not sounding terrible? Well,
just speak it normal.
We can handle terrible.
All right. Well, I have been doing some research. The reason why they were holding me captive and asking and just basically trying to beat information out of me is I've been doing research on the Cult of the Dragon for the last year or so. I've been hearing whispers about something big happening. And so I decided, myself and some of my people, we were going to just research as much as we can, find out whatever we can. And to be very honest, within the last few months, we had been hearing that certain small hamlets and not even towns. Greenest so far has been the largest place they've hit so far. But mostly here in the south of Farron, a few places had been hit very successfully by this cult. And we were down in Candlekeep. I was exchanging notes with some of the scholars there, confirming some things and such. And when I got the latest, essentially information of what town was hit, I took an educated guess of what their next target could be. And Greenest seemed like the most likely target. So I hoped I was wrong, but myself and my people, we made our way to Greenest, and we had been there maybe 2 or 3 days before they hit. Well, honestly, I hated being right, but I saw it as an opportunity, and I tried to infiltrate with some of the raiders. Some of them were using hit and run tactics. They were getting some of the stuff and making their way back to the camp earlier, while others kept filtering in. And so I figured, just kind of sneak in with a group, and unfortunately, my ruse was seen through, and I was taken. Mondath was particularly interested in what I might know, as was Rezmir. Rezmir was more inclined to kill me, but Mondath wanted the information, so Rezmir decided she would take the initiative of beating information out of me, unsuccessfully. But then that was what was keeping me alive, and I was just listening back, and in the meantime, in between beatings, I was listening to everything that they were saying. That cave that they were holding all of the goods from Greenest, not just Greenest. There's also the spoils of the other raids that they've been on the last couple of months. Is it being held in that cave as well? Additionally, there are apparently a brood of dragon eggs in that cave also, which is why it's under heavy guard. I don't know how many. That was the information I was hoping to get with my next interrogation. But dragons normally lay a large clutch, so it could be anywhere between 8 to a dozen, maybe more. I don't know. Why is he raising his hand? We are not in school.
He has a question.
This is how he's very polite.
Yes.
Are dragon eggs high in protein?
Probably.
I don't know. It's
Probably thunder lizard ones are, but also that'd be eating a sentient creature, and that's kind of weird.
Thank you.
Not if it's egg.
Yeah, but it's gonna become a dragon, so that's it's like
The thing that comes out of it can talk.
Look. There's a debate. That's a debate that we can have another time. Honestly, but that's one of the reasons why everything is so heavily guarded as far as the cave is concerned.
Bojack, that would make a really large omelet.
That's what I'm thinking.
What's wrong with you people?
I'm not talking about eating dragon eggs, for the
I'm not
record.
eating things that think and talk.
Yeah.
No.
Didn't Gorple say our horse has strong personality?
Yeah, I'd only eat Hank if I had to.
Yeah, but who here hasn't eaten horse meat in the past?
Yeah, but most horses. Yeah, but okay, Hank
is special. He's not like
here's the
normal
thing.
horse.
He is not a sentient creature as much as he's sentient enough, but as sentient as like a chicken or any other horse. He's just trained really well. There's a difference. He doesn't know how to write or cast magic like that witch. Like, come on.
Hey.
All right. Is it?
Can we focus?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Trust me. This group they need to circle back, and then they always come back to the point, but they need that moment.
All right.
You gotta let them have it, or you never get anywhere. Trust me. So is these eggs? Do you know if it's all from one dragon? Like they're all one kind, and there's maybe that mother is somehow heavily invested in this?
I'm not sure. What I can tell you is that Rezmir, this camp has been here for a few months. Rezmir was the one that set this camp up, specifically this cave for these eggs. I don't know if these are the eggs from the blue dragon, which is named Lenonith, by the way, who was working with the cult, specifically just as a diversion. From what I understand, I don't know how they convinced the dragon to help them. That is another bit of information that I was hoping to acquire as well. But the dragon was not promised anything. The dragon was simply there to help. Chromatic dragons are not known for being helpful.
All right. Now we have heard mention about the mother of dragons. The Tiamat herself.
Right. Yeah. The bitch queen. Yes.
Right. I'm stepping out of character for 1 second. We have actually questioned a cultist who said we're trying to get her to show up, right? To we're trying to summon her or something. Is that
I think we know
that this was a horde for her? That they were
collected as a way to try to lure her to come here as herself, to actually show up and do this thing. It's like, okay. So just before I go on, I just want to make sure I'm on that page.
Yeah.
All right. So we captured one of these cultists, one of the more senior ones in a different color robe. He was saying all of this gathering of wealth and materials and stuff, it's all part of a great horde meant to lure the Mother of Dragons here.
Well, this is part of the research I was doing, and again, I was hoping to get this more information, but you're close, but they're collecting wealth for her eventual return, which for whatever reason they think is going to be soon. And that's the problem. I need to know why they think that. Don't get me wrong. I don't like that, that what they're doing with the rating and however, but in terms of big, looking at the big picture here, why do they think she's coming back? And if she is, how do we stop that? Because that's the problem we have to take care of.
Yeah, but are they okay? Is this every so-and-so the moon is full, and so every so-and-so she's going to show up? Or is it that they're summoning her? They're making it happen now, in which case you've got... It's a different sort of thing. One is they're just taking advantage of some sort of moment on the calendar. The other is it's a thing they're choosing to do to make it happen. And that sounds like a lot more organization to me. And these guys, more or less, they've got some organization. There's somebody higher up than this who's putting the pieces together.
Well, they do reference Mondath as the voice of Tiamat, so I feel like they would be the person we need to interrogate.
While they're having this conversation, I'm going to pray to see if Bahamut can give me any kind of insight on this.
Okay. Specifically, what are you saying? What are you trying to? What do you want to know?
I just want to know, if Tiamat is summoned, basically what Drovar is inquiring about, if she's being summoned, or if this is when the moon is full, she arrives, that sort of stuff.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
$21.
As you begin praying and holding your holy symbol, you definitely feel that connection with the Platinum Dragon, and there's no answer, but the impression you feel, the impression you get, is there is no answer, which is why you were sent on this quest.
I don't know if we're going to get an answer or if this is something that we're going to figure out on our own, Drovar. I have a feeling we're going to have to just figure this out.
Wait, I just got a brilliant idea.
Oh, right. Please do tell.
All right, Kenneth, guy we just saved. Anyway.
Could have left you.
So.
Yes, you could have.
We could go join the camp as cultists. Hear me out. And you think this is crazy. We can say we're coming from Thunder Tree, and we tried to beseech that dragon, that green dragon, whatever the fuck his name is, that you cut his head off, and it didn't work, but now we're rejoining the group. Sure. We have the cultist robes.
Sure. Absolutely. Go right ahead. They're not on high alert or anything because a high-level prisoner escaped. They're not going to be very intrusive on any newcomers that show up at all. By all means, go right ahead.
I'm not saying doing that right now. I'm just saying it might be a good plan for our future if we need to reconnect with this horde.
Maybe.
This group.
I think we need to get in touch to make sure that towns are planning for possible Baldur's Gate, and then the other one that I was thinking, even though that's not likely, we should still warn them. Like, we got to make sure towns are planning to, like, be prepared for that, and also, like, ask around and see if there's any signs that maybe, you know, from other places that maybe Tiamat might be coming, like, you know.
Yes, Bojack?
If we want to keep tabs on group but not get caught by them persistence hunting, we always stay in distance walking after them. If they come towards us, we back away. If we see them make mistake, we advance quickly. We always be on their peripheral. We make them afraid to stop. We make them afraid to sleep. Because anytime they do, we sneak in, we kill one or two, we get out. We follow this horde, and we make them afraid of boogeymen in night. We just keep in the distance.
Gorpal's mouth spreads into a large frog smile, and he goes, "Oh my, you're speaking my language. This is how we hunt."
I think we need to, we need to know where they're going, but clearly there's enough of them that a direct confrontation, is just not going to work. So I say we keep following them from a distance, find out where they're going, see if we can figure out a way to get a message ahead if there's a target they're trying to hit. Catch them, unprepared for that.
Look,
we don't want to abandon this. We got to stay close enough to figure out where they're going, because they've got a plan and we haven't stopped it at all.
No, there's other groups. Like this is the southern group. They were talking about one in the north, one in the west, one in the east. So I don't know if they're planning on hitting. It doesn't sound like they're planning on hitting any other places until they actually regroup with some of the other groups. So I think Baldur's Gate is fine, to be very honest. Like, they don't have, I don't know if you've ever been to Baldur's Gate, but they have a small army there. This group is not going to do much damage. They're going to be hitting small towns, small hamlets, places such as that. But right now they feel like they've gotten what they need. And they were already planning to break camp. So
we need to figure out. So they're going to be heading to meet up with a group.
Yes.
So what we need to do is we need to tail them in the direction they're going and then get ahead of them to set traps and ambushes, like Bochek said, to slow them down, pick them off slowly and steadily before they reach their other group. Because, like you said, we can't do a direct confrontation.
And then normally I would be up to that task. But considering the state that I'm in, I can't do that. Well, and I need to warn some other people also who can spread this information much further than I can.
Yeah, they're more effective. We need to know what they're doing. I'm not sure that a few guerrilla tactics are really going to slow this column down too much. They're going to, set up things and come after us, and then we're going to fight at least one or two of those champions or something if we give them enough trouble. But I'm not sure we're going to slow them down. I just want to know where they're taking all this stuff. And we got to keep spreading the word. For now, I think we keep moving away from them. We hear what Knack has to say. Because you asked Knack to keep an eye on him. So we've got that going for us. And just stay ahead of any pursuit they're sending after us. Because we might suddenly be attacked, halfway through our watch by a couple of dragon hound things coming after us.
Drakes.
We gotta be ready for that.
They're called drakes.
Drakes. All right, well, learn something.
So, okay, I understand what you say, Drovar, and that you are the military experienced one, but they're shedding a bunch of their mercenaries. So, yeah, we're worrying about 200 people in that camp, but if it just comes down to the cultists, that lady who's probably a powerful witch, and her 2 dragons and those drakes, that's a lot less people.
That's true. I'm not ruling it out entirely, but we definitely, we got to keep stay mobile, stay alive, find out what numbers we're dealing with in that group, because if we start like thinking and rubbing our hands about a big fight that we're going to have or starting to kill them off, we're setting ourselves up for a fall.
Not only that,
get their numbers, and then if we see an opportunity, we hit really quick and move out.
Not only that, but because we got him out, and I point at him, they might ask a lot more people to stay on. They might offer extra gold. They might make their numbers larger rather than actually breaking camp like they planned. So, like, we don't know what will happen now.
I mean, only the mercenaries, only those Dragonborn we talked to said they weren't going to the next target. All those other guys, they're going to be, hung over, but they're not.
No. I was speaking when I spoke to Gozer and Gunther. They were saying that a lot of the mercenaries are being shed, and only some of the more elite ones and like better cooperative ones like were staying aboard. It was pretty much just the cult moving forward and like a few select mercenaries. The rest of this group, like, my thought is, Drovar, with what you were saying and kind of like what I figured out, is that they're not really going to aim to hit much. They're aiming to reconnect with a bigger group. They got what they wanted, so they're going to shed all the people who they pay, and then essentially they're just going to have, wagons and transports of this horde, assuming they don't use magic to move it, and then they're going to move like a column with a good amount of caravan guards and cultists, so you wouldn't attack them because they wouldn't be an easy target to get to the, the bigger camp, I would think.
Right. All right, let's basically, we keep moving, or if this place seems safe enough for the time being, we get some rest, catch our breath, and we wait to see which way they're going, and we start to shadow them. And we're looking for an opportunity to hit them when we know what numbers we're dealing with. I think you're right. A lot of those mercenaries are going to leave, but we can't make any plans until we know what we're looking at.
But we may have delayed them leaving for a day because now they're going to be investigating the missing prisoner and some guards not moving, and also everyone's going to be hungover.
Well, the ones who weren't joining, if the mercenaries are leaving, the cultists might just pack up and ride out and leave them to nurse their hangovers for an extra hour.
But if they're all on high alert, they're going to check out all the mercenaries, trying to investigate to see if any one of them help. So, and they're going to look for their missing guy. We may have delayed them a day as they start looking around and research, in their own camp, and they move on. But that might give us a time to either move ahead of them or figure things out. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where they're going, though. So, for now, does this place look about the best you think we're going to have for the night?
I mean, it's dark. I don't really see well in the dark. I mean, it's defensible. We can kind of
we can make it back to Greenest in another 2 hours or so, at the very least, if we keep moving.
Okay, I did not know that Greenest was that close.
Yeah, no, Greenest. Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah, you're pretty close. You're about an hour out from the camp at this point, and Greenest is about another 2 hours or so.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it would be nice to be in real bed overnight, and we could be right there.
I don't want to go all the way back to Greenest, is my honest answer.
2 hours.
I want to be close enough that we could catch up. But if we go 3 hours behind, they could leave at any point, and then I'd have to find Knack, and unfortunately Sound travels, but doesn't travel that far.
Oh, I thought he just knew where you were.
No, he's a pterodactyl thing. Why would he know where I am?
I thought he was like some sort of weird scaly familiar or something.
No, he's just the spirit of Chelt and my people.
Right.
Basha, I know I would also like to be in a real bed, but I have to agree with Gorpal on this. Instead of going all the way back to Greenest, that way we can get, our butts going to follow these guys.
Yes.
Even after an evening's rest, I'm not going to be very helpful.
I mean, You could go back to Greenest.
Yeah.
Sure. I can do that. And it just kind of looks around in the dark.
No, we rest up, and then at dawn you start moving to Greenest, and we start moving to Shadow to try to figure out what they're doing and keep close enough tabs to sense what, figure out what it is they're doing. I'm thinking Greenest sounds pretty good as well, but I'd like to stay close and keep an eye on him.
I think it's a mistake, but if that's what you want to do, I mean, I really can't argue with you.
No.
I mean, I will, but I can't.
Don't.
I can't. Because and he kind of lifts up his shirt, and as he lifts up his shirt, you just see like these like cuts clearly made from either a sword or short sword in his stomach, and there's chunks of flesh like missing from his stomach.
Mala, can you do anything for him?
Yes, I can. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. He kind of holds up his hand, but you do it anyway. And he goes, no, my point was this is going to take longer. Okay. He seems like the cuts kind of heal over, but there's still like chunks of flesh missing. He goes, this is going to take more than an evening's worth of rest. And that's my point, is that I'm more helpful getting the word out as quickly as possible, because I know people, but I need rest. I need.
Yes.
I might.
Yeah.
Right.
You should
Wait, you're helpful?
Bojack.
Let's get. Let's.
Okay,
let's
his
try to-
apprentice loves him, right? I mean, or whoever it was that sent us after him.
Let's
Like,
get this down. Are you saying you want us to take you to Greenest tonight so that you can get the rest that you need, get the word out?
Look, you're gonna make me.
We'd have to carry you.
You're gonna make me say it. Fine.
Yes.
I barely made it out of the camp without giving our position away, and then you want me to make it to Greenest by myself, whether it's in the evening or in the morning, in the condition that I'm in. I need help, is what I'm saying. There, I said it. The words came out. I need help. Are you happy?
I appreciate that.
Because that.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll help anybody who asks.
Yeah. If you think getting the word out is definitely better, and if you think you've got extra information, you've got more people, more contacts that you can get the word out to, I'm fine with getting you to Greenest. Yes, I want to keep an eye on these guys, but if you don't think you're going to be able to get there on your own, I
probably will, but the odds are better with you, is what I'm saying.
I think I've been convinced, because they're not going to be able to hide their tracks. So we're going to be able to pick up their trail. If we move 3 hours, it takes amount of time to break down a camp.
Damn straight it does. Yeah.
So we can probably get a full night's rest and get back there before they've even left.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving to Greenest then. We'll get you there.
All right, better. Thank you.
I just lean over to Bojack. It's like, yeah, can you build up like a baby Bjorn for him in case he gets sleepy or something?
No
just have
problem.
it ready to go.
Yeah, no problem. I start tying my apron just in case.
Just in case he gets a little too tired. Can't make it all by his own.
He turns and he kind of looks at you, Drovar, and he goes, "You're not funny, little man."
Oh.
I didn't even say anything. What's your problem?
So he looks at all of you. He goes, "Are we leaving now? Are we going to leave now, or are we leaving in the morning?" All right.
I pull out a quarterstaff so he has a walking stick.
Yeah, he takes it. He immediately takes it. He goes, "Where did you pull that?" He kind of looks. Oh, adventurers.
Oh no, I killed that guy that they're looking for. This is totally his quiver. It's great. They didn't even notice it the whole time we were in camp. They're really bad.
Oh, that's Cyan Wrath. Oh, we need to go. We should go. Resmir is not happy, he said. So that was her broodmate. So yeah, we should probably go.
Oh, I give him a spear, not a quarterstaff.
A spear? Oh, okay.
It's the same length. It's really just for him to walk with.
He takes it.
As we start walking, I'm gonna be like, does anyone know, like, if you took dragon eggs from like bad dragons, but you gave it to a good dragon, would they then be good dragons? Is it like a nature nurture thing, or is it just like they're always bad? How does that work?
No one fucking.
I have no idea.
I don't have the time to unpack that.
That is.
I was just thinking.
Yeah, that is an argument that many scholars have had. I don't think it's going to be solved anytime soon, to be honest.
I mean, like,
dramatic, they're bad.
Could be.
I mean, my people are generally bad, but I'm not the worst. So, like,
Yeah, see?
I'd have to argue, but that's not important. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I mean, I'm doing it as I'm asking this as we're walking.
Yeah, this is chatter while we're walking. But
yeah.
The thing is, who would even if we can't find a good dragon to take care of this thing? Do we know anyone who can deal with and handle a bad dragon?
Look,
Gorple would gladly take them. Yeah.
Gorple can handle bad dragon.
Look,
and good dragons. I'd love to raise a dragon. That'd be great.
Well, then that's what I was gonna say. Why don't we take these eggs when we finally get the chance? If we ever manage to like come up against the horde itself, the horde part of the horde, like let's steal these eggs and give them to good dragons and Gorple and see what happens. Maybe they be good dragons.
Yeah. I'm going to say a hard no to that, Basha. A very hard no.
Leosin points at Amala and goes, listen to her. I mean, look, orders are usually, you come across chromatic dragon eggs, you just destroy them.
Alright, omelet it is.
Yeah, then your large man can figure out what they taste like, I guess.
I'm not eating it either. But...
I don't know if I agree with that statement. But what happens if I have like a dragon spirit trapped inside a crystal? Do you know anything about that in your scholarly studies?
That's
just as a weird question.
Oddly specific. We have
a long walk ahead of us.
Yeah, just more detail would help.
I start kind of explaining the hunter's livery and like what I found in like my last travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like a smoky form. It definitely looked draconic in nature. It seemed to understand when I talked to it. I kind of want to go inside it with my friends and maybe we could, like, figure it out. But it's a prison, and I'm not really into prisons. Yeah, I know I'm talking really fast, but that's fine, right?
It sounds very complicated. I could probably give you an answer if I studied the gem a little more and actually saw this spirit with my own eyes. But offhand, it sounds a little bit like necromancy.
That's what I said.
Putting a spirit into a body, and that's not my field of expertise, unfortunately.
Gorple, wasn't this one where I said I kind of had a feeling of like chromatic to it a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you said that. But
I definitely told you necromancy and bad is what I said.
No, I got that, but like trapping something in something seems bad to me. And so if this gem is really a prison, I'm not that cool with it, and I kind of want to find out more. It's like remember when I first discovered a little bit more of the true nature, it seems like my memories, my feelings, my experiences shaped the Chult around it, but then deep in its core was like this dark area, like a dark jungle that had this being, I think over like a lake or something. And when I explored that, that's when I met this creature, but it felt like a prison. And so that's kind of why I wanted to explore, because if this is like a soul that's been trapped, I don't want to like have it inside the gem. Plus the gem is definitely eating part of my life force, apparently. Like, apparently it, like, the hunter livery, it, like, drains its user, which is how it kind of shapes the experience. And so I don't know if that's going to have, like, a lasting effect. I really don't like necromancy, and it scares me, but I'm also not going to get rid of it. So that's why I kind of want to, like, see if I can break. I don't know.
I'm, okay. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like, a little concerned because, like, if it's eating your life, like, Gorple, you don't live for very long.
Oh, no, I don't. Like... That's why I'm no longer really, like, connected to the livery, because I was worried it's killing me. So I kind of, like, I have it and I wear it, but I'm not, like, attuned to it. Oh, speaking of that, I definitely am going to have a talk with fucking Groinseeker, because he was really bad. So he's right now locked up tight in the quiver. So I guess when I get to Greenest, we'll have a conversation and see if he'll behave.
I don't think he will ever. I don't think he'll behave.
Oh, I mean, he'll fucking behave. I'll just leave him in that quiver forever. That's just how that works, and then that's where his life is.
What's a groin seeker?
So it's like a bow that was crafted by a master dwarven artificer magi guy, and he died before the enchantment fully took force while orcs raided, and his soul kind of went into the bowl, but like not fully. It's just now sentient, and he really hates orcs, and he also always aims for the groin, which is like rough if you're trying to shoot like a deer in the heart or something, because like that's not a quick kill, it's like a slow kill. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it really hates orcs and anyone of an orcish lineage, and he tried to make me kill someone when we were in the camp that would have definitely blown our cover, and so I shoved him in the quiver to shut him up. So right now he's not talking to me, but I'm pretty sure when I pull it out, he's gonna be real pissed.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. Good luck with that.
He's on timeout.
Good luck with that. And just continue.
This is what happens.
Continues walking. Yeah, it doesn't like he doesn't seem surprised by this conversation, but he's just like he's definitely like intrigued, but also like
Drovar had this problem once with an axe, and then he kind of suggested I get rid of this bow, but I really like the bow, so it's a really hard conversation to have because I really like it. It's a nice bow.
Sure. All right, we're almost there. You just
wow, critters already. Wow.
So for the next 2 hours or so, you continue to walk and talk quietly, but you definitely pass the secret guard leading into the camp. Make your way back to the town of Greenest, and as you get there, the guards see who it is, and immediately like, oh, they're here. They let you into the keep, and as you get to the keep, both the governor and the Castellan are waiting there. It says, oh, good, you're back. You don't have your cart, but you did bring someone back with you.
Okay, question. We didn't run into those two poor slaves on the way back.
Oh, they probably, I don't know where they went. Who knows?
No.
Nope.
I hope they're okay wherever they are.
And the governor is like, so any luck? And as you're talking, like you can actually see some of the priests and clerics come over, and they kind of take Leosin, and you actually see his apprentice Nessim come running over. So you found him, and just immediately go over, and as they're kind of moving him away, he goes, come see me before you leave in the morning.
Who's telling us this, Leosin?
Leosin, yeah.
Okay. Right.
And the governor is just like, so what did you learn? Are they coming back? Because you can see everybody's on guard.
No, I don't think they're coming back. I think they've basically got what they've collected up a lot of stuff, but there's a lot more of them there, and now they're moving somewhere else. So our job, we're basically going to rest up here for the night, and then we're heading out to start tracking them, figure out where they're going. Seems that this is a bigger thing than just what's been happening around here, and we want to try to head them off before they get to this rendezvous, if we can, if we see opportunities. But the first thing to do is get some rest, and tomorrow start trying to catch up to them and get ahead of them.
All right, this sounds like a plan. There's plenty of food. Your spaces in the barracks are still there.
I'd like to borrow a bow check. And do you have a leather worker / armorer?
We could make the blacksmith available too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. and he just starts, shouting orders, and you eventually see this dwarven individual. She comes up to you. She's got like this like orange hair with like brown blonde, like dirty blondish highlights. Face is completely dirty. She's wearing her leather apron, but it is covered in blood. You can also see like her blacksmith tools also covered in blood. Her face is it looks like she tried to clean her face, but not really. And she just kind of walks over. She goes, "Yeah, what do you need?"
All right. So often Bocek is carrying me because I'm very slow. Would there be a way you could make like almost like a hunter's blind that it could wear as like a shoulder strap on his backpack, so I could like ride on top of his shoulders without slowing him down? Because I don't weigh that much and he's really big. And then that way we could be way more mobile because we don't have any horses since we gave all our horses away. And I will slow down the entire group.
Nice to meet you. I'm Brazil.
Hi, I'm Gorple.
Hey.
Hello, I am Bocek. Nice to meet you.
All right, like turn it down like a few octaves. All right, you're already big as it is. I don't need you screaming in my fucking face. Thank you.
Mom says I also have big personality.
Your mom's right. Yeah, so basically a harness that straps you in. Sure, I could do that. It'd probably be more like, I could probably like retrofit something like with I could take like a saddle and just add some things to it. Yeah, we could make it work.
Is that okay with you, Bocek?
Works for me. Look, voice crack. I think I'm hitting puberty.
Oh boy. I just remembered when you tried to carry me to the fire that I was slowing everyone down, so you had to carry me because I'm not as fast as you. And if we gotta move to catch up, I'm gonna slow everyone down.
All right, it's gonna be quick and dirty. It's not gonna be pretty, but yeah, I could get it done.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right. You probably gonna have to sit while I do all this because I'm not climbing up your back for nothing.
Okay.
Just fucking sit down. And she just points to the ground.
Bocek sits down.
Yeah. She starts pulling out this yellow string, and it looks like she's like starting to take like measurements of your back. And then she just kind of walks over to Gorple. And she just kind of holds up the string to Gorple. She's like making like these little marks on the string. She's like, "All right, I'll get all the equipment. Where are you staying? Here in the barracks?"
Yeah, Bocek is already fidgeting.
Yeah, we're gonna be staying in that room, the room we did last time.
All right, I'm gonna just look. He looks like he's got to pee. Like, just do what you gotta do. I'll come into the room and we'll take care of everything. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
And she kind of leaves, and you can see her kind of like she takes like this small piece of parchment out, and she's kind of like scribbling some stuff down with some charcoal as she's walking away, already making basically what you've asked, kind of try to create it in her head.
We need some sort of master blaster situation.
Yeah.
I figured. Part of the town has been running through my head for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's Bocek. Bocek and Gorple.
So
I think, once the barracks are open, Drovar's just like kipping out, and he just shuts off and he's out.
Yeah,
I think Basha might spend some time talking to Jan, but like nothing that we need to actually do. Just like general talking, and maybe like mental spell preparation for like the next day, and then just like passes out. That's it.
Like, Imala doesn't even take off any of her armor. She just lays down and she's out.
Well, if you do that, you're going to have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you might want to get
armor
out of your
comes
armor.
off.
At least out of your armor. You don't have to get out of your clothes, but at least out of your armor.
All right. At least out of armor then.
Okay. Yeah, just as a reminder, if you are wearing armor and you sleep in it, you will get a level of exhaustion because you're not going to get a restful night's sleep. So yeah, over the course of the evening, Bocek, Gorple, Brazil just comes in, and she's got like, it looks like a half-made, like a saddle that was, in the beginning stages of being made, and then nobody did anything with it. So she kind of takes that and these long pieces of metal, and she starts creating this harness around Bocek's chest that can kind of hold up this piece Gorple that you would kind of be sitting in, and it would just kind of be like right by Bocek's neck. So your head would be like right above his head, but your body is kind of obscured by Bocek's head and neck muscles, and you can just sit there comfortably.
So he has like a dope ass saddle gorget.
kind of, but it's being held by this kind of like chest harness to keep it from kind of like flopping around. And thankfully, because you are a Goliath, Bocek, it's not going to impede your speed, especially since it is being made by this expert blacksmith here in the town of Greenest. But if you were to add anything other than Gorple, it would absolutely put you at half movement for anything that you were carrying. So you can just put Master Blaster harness in your inventory. It doesn't have any special anything. It is literally leather and iron slapped together as a harness just to make it easy for Gorple to sit on it.
Yeah, mobile. And now I get to be in any fight that you're in. Yay! So you don't run off by yourself.
All right, so you are all able to take a long rest for the evening, and you will definitely need at least a minimum of 8 hours for this long rest, and you're going to be up like 10-11 o'clock in the morning. It's like 3-4 in the morning at this point. So just so you're aware. And while you are taking this long rest, that's where we're going to take our break. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be back soon to see exactly where all the craziness here goes. Now that there is a Master Blaster situation happening, this can only go well. So we'll see what happens when we get back. Well, stay tuned. Alrighty, we're back, folks. Okay, so we are you are in the middle. You are finishing up your long rest back in Greenest in the barracks. It's getting to be afternoon by the time that you're waking up. You have the quick and dirty Master Blaster harness that was created for you by the blacksmith Brazel. And you now have the day ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Oh, that damn monk said, "See me before you leave." Kind of want to just leave him where he is.
I mean, let's go check on him.
Let's say goodbye at least.
Knack hasn't come back yet. He might have. I don't know. I'll check up. I'll look around.
Oh yeah, Knack just flies down towards you.
And I will here, give me a few minutes, and I will ritually cast Speak with Animals and be like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?"
Okay. Yeah. Camp gone. Camp gone. Gone.
Where'd they go?
North up.
How? I kind of like do my best to be like how long ago, but like in a frame of reference that he could understand.
Sun coming up.
So sun up. So they're about 6 hours. Is sun up about 5?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
So they're about 6 hours ahead of us, apparently heading north.
Okay, so you're relating this to us?
Yeah. I start translating back.
So how many are going north?
How many of the camp?
All.
No one left the other way?
Some go east.
Masked ones. Did all masked ones go north?
North.
Did they have wagons? And I'll like describe wagons as best as possible to Animal.
Yes.
Okay, and I relay this to everyone.
All right. Well, we gotta catch up to him, but I think we can.
Okay.
Let's go see what the most ungrateful rescued person in the world has to say.
All right. You leave the barracks and make your way up to basically what looks like a triage that's been kind of set up on the first floor of the keep, where all of the clerics and priests have been tending to all of the townsfolk. You see that off in the corner, Leosin is kind of laying down, being attended to. His apprentice Nessim is kind of sitting with him, and they're just kind of talking back and forth. You can see that Leosin is bandaged around the chest. He's not even wearing a shirt at this moment. Like most of his chest is bandaged. And you can see that there's some salves have been applied as well. And as you kind of walk in, you see all the different people. You can see women and children, some men also, just kind of either in different states of being healed. At one point, you could probably guess that there was a section where the dead were. Those folks have been cleared out at this point. But as Leosin sees you, kind of waves you over. As you kind of come over, says, "Oh, well, you look rested."
Yeah. How are you doing?
Kind of like points, I'm on my way to be healed. But it's going to take. They say it's going to take a few days before I can actually get up and move. So.
Well, you do look a lot better than last evening.
I feel a little better. So, thank you. And once again, I know I was curt last evening, but circumstances being what they were, I am very thankful for your rescue. I still wish I could have gotten more information, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm to be honest. I don't think you would have lived long enough to tell anyone anything, even if you learned it. I think the candle was just about burnt out. But we do know the camp's broken up. They're heading north. All the cultists and at least some of the mercenaries are all going. They're going north in wagons and things, and that's our plan, is to start catching up to them.
All right. Well, yeah, just if you can, before you actually start following them, just and again, considering I've been told everything that you've been doing prior to coming to the camp. But it would go a long way if you could possibly just peruse the camp itself, see if you can gain any information. Maybe in their rush to leave, they've left some information. There's something there that you could possibly garner. And if you can, get that information back to me. Because once I'm able to get up, and again, as I said, they said it might be a couple of days. If I'm not here when you return, I need you to meet me in Elturel. It's north of specifically here of Greenest.
But it's a smaller city near Baldur's Gate, right?
Kind of, depending on which way you're going. You can't miss it. It's the main
Sunlight.
city of yes, it's the main city of Illustrial.
I look over at Basha. It's like, you were telling me about this place. It's got that weird sunlight thing shining all the time.
Right. That's the capital is Elturel. So if I'll be there if I'm not here when you return. But you could meet me there. I'm going to be. I have to check in with a friend of mine there. Let him know what's going on. He has connections that will be able to get this information out to many people very quickly.
I'm not sure we're planning on coming back.
No, wait. When are you leaving here?
As soon as I can travel. I'm saying a couple days.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, no. I kind of look. If we find anything that can be written down, Knack is very fast at flying, so he could fly it back here, and then over a slower push, catch back up to me.
So you want me to take your lizard bird?
No, we're gonna go to the camp, investigate, and then I'm gonna send like a carrier pigeon. I'm gonna send, if we find information, back to you, like tied to his leg.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm not here, then there will be.
I mean, you said it's going to be a few.
Yeah, just meet me in Elturel. Just meet me in Elturel.
The camp's only 2 hours away from here. We can get up there and check it out.
And he'll fly back in like an hour.
But you said you were going to follow them as well. That's why.
Yeah. But he'll fly back. You'll take the note from him if you need to give us information, tie it to his leg, and he'll fly north and catch up with me.
Sure, we'll try that.
Why would I? Because we may not head to El Toral if that's not where they're going.
Well, no, I need you to meet me in El Toral because I could resupply you if you need anything.
Right.
There's lots of things there that I could get for you if you need it.
Okay, so the plan is meet in El Toral. We're going to go up. We're going to check out the camp. If we find things we can send back to Wart to tell you about that Nat can carry rather than coming all the way back here, we will.
All right.
If it looks like we think we can catch up to get a sense of where they're going, we're going to do that. And at some point, if they keep going north, we start getting close to El Toral, we're going to swing in there and catch up with you.
All right, very well. I'll most likely be at a tavern called A Pair of Black Antlers. So, I wish you luck, and I don't recommend getting yourselves captured. And he just kind of motions to his chest.
Do our best. Take care of yourself.
All right, you do the same.
And feel better.
I suggest you spontaneously develop the ability to secrete poison because then people won't torture you as much.
That's highly unusable advice, but thank you very much.
It works for me.
Good for you. Good luck.
But he's a mammal, remember? A mammal.
Yeah, we need to get mammals that can secrete poison. That'd be way better.
I'm trying, Gorple. It takes time, and I keep trying.
Your sweat just smells like vodka. That's not the same.
It's a form of poison. It just
smells like alcohol. I don't think you're doing it to anyone else but yourself. You just sweat it out constantly. But I mean, your muscles look great because you're like so dehydrated from it.
So what's the plan?
I'm already walking away from this guy because
all right, I'm gonna let's get to that camp and then investigate it, I think. And if we find any information that can be sent back, we send it back quickly. And we keep going because they have a 6-hour lead, but they're probably not moving at a very fast pace if they're taking wagon loads of treasure. And I think we lost Drovar because he's frozen.
Yeah, I was at you're coming in and out, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
You were frozen. I had to take a picture because it was so funny. I'm gonna send it to you later.
Oh, great! Thank you. I can't wait.
Yeah, they have a lot of things and people that they're trying to orchestrate. So even if it's a 6-hour lead, it's probably only about a 2-hour lead. So let's go investigate and head out.
Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, I just don't want to go back and have to talk to that asshole again. He was
Also, Nax as smart as a person, and he doesn't realize that. So it'll be fine.
Okay. Alrighty, so you begin making your way back to the camp. How will you be making your way back? Which specific way are you going? Are you going to go straight there? Are you? What's the plan?
Sorry, I just had to look at the picture she sent me over. It's like, yeah.
And I just almost died choking on coughing.
You died choking on Oreos.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I think the plan is to head back to the camp and check out the tents where the cultists were, especially where the boss was.
Yeah.
Looking for information. Let's go in that cave where they had all the stuff.
Yes.
Maybe they left Hank behind. Maybe he was too problematic, and they were like, "We can't take this force."
There's going to be 30 dead cultists and Hank who took him out.
But
well, he went out like a trooper.
Oh, maybe we'll walk in there and all the eggs will be smashed by Hank. That'd be great.
I don't.
The secret savior of this campaign. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the basic plan is we head up there. You know, we don't just walk in. You know, they might have left somebody behind. There might be traps. Who knows? But you know, we're gonna be smart about it once we get there. But
I think we probably move like double time up to about like I don't know a half hour like before we get to the camp, and then we start like actually moving at like a stealthier kind of like surrounding pace. You know.
Yeah.
Because we want to get there quickly, but then we also want to make sure that we're looking around once we're closer.
Okay.
Works for me.
All right. So since that's the way you're going, I'll need everybody to roll a perception check at disadvantage for me because you're moving pretty quickly. And except for you, Gorple, I need you to make a survival check at disadvantage because of the speed you're moving as well.
All right, so on the dice, I rolled a 17. So 19.
All right. 19.
With disadvantage, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Basha.
That's a big 7 from me.
Nice.
So great.
Bocek?
4.
Drovar?
18.
18. And Gorple, what'd you get?
So I got a 16 on the perception and an 18 on the survival.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Bocek, you and I are discussing the properties of whether or not vodka secreted through skin could count as a poison, and we're just like not even paying attention.
Perfect. Gorple, yeah, without any question or without any doubts, you're able to lead the group via the way you actually escaped. So even bypassing once again the area that was the ambush area of the secret patrol that was back there, not even knowing whether they're still there or not, but still able to bypass it nonetheless just to be on the safe side. Gorple, Amala, and Drovar, as you begin to approach the actual campsite itself, you do notice that there are many tracks leading from what was the secret ambush area going towards the camp. Not even trying to hide their footprints, not even trying to like just at least a dozen individuals moving towards the camp. And you see that without any issues. But again, Basha and Bocek are in their own world there talking alcohol poison.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, to the right. Okay.
What?
Whoa, buddy. Some steering Bocek.
Steering Bocek, yeah.
Bocek nays and bucks.
Oh, calm down, boy. Here, drink some booze while we go.
No, then he's gonna fall over.
No,
oh my
he
God.
actually moves steadier. It's more like a ship rocking when he drinks. It's fine.
All right. But you do begin to get close to the actual campsite area. And you said that's at the point when you're getting there, you're going to be slowing down.
Yeah.
All right. I need everybody to roll stealth checks for me now as you get closer.
I will pass without a trace.
All right. So that's plus 10 to everybody.
Well,
everybody's
okay,
stealth roll. And as a reminder, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group inspirations and 1 DM inspiration.
I don't know if I need it. I mean, with the pass without trace, I got a natural 1, but with the pass without trace, it comes up to a.
It's still a natural.
12.
It's still a nat 1.
I would like to use an inspiration, please.
Yes, you may. Also, with the 10 from Pass Without a Trace, I have 26 for stealth, even with disadvantage.
27.
31.
Holy shit.
Now 27.
Okay.
I saw an alternate future where it all
This harness is super squeaky, so I only have a 23 because I rolled a 3 on my stealth.
You bastard. All righty. So you slowly start inching towards your way to the camp. And as you approach the camp, it's you still see the towers. The towers still are there, but as you're starting to look, you don't see any movement within the towers themselves. No, there's no individuals up in those towers taking watch. And as you approach, there is no din of individuals. And at the moment, it seems that Knack's assessment was correct, that this camp is gone. And as you begin to slowly approach the actual depression of the ravine itself, you can see that it's just this camp has been torn up. There are still a number of huts and tents that are up, but most of them are broken or destroyed, not even broken down to be taken. They're just broken and unusable at this point. You do see some bodies.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. It's like, oh.
You do see some bodies. And on the far side of the camp, you can see what look like 4 individuals. So they look like they're carrying something. Each of them are carrying something. Everybody make perception checks for me, please. And you're not moving, so these are not at disadvantage. Basha?
6.
Okay. Amala?
7.
Bocek?
Also 6. I think Amala now joined the vodka conversation.
Right? Yeah.
Drovar?
12.
12. Gorple?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Gorple, you're the only one that can actually see that these 4 individuals. Drovar, you could actually see this also. That they're all carrying bows, and they do have quivers filled with arrows. But Gorple, you can see that they are carrying what seem to be either deer or antelope. Each one of them is carrying one. They're of various sizes, over their shoulders, and these are also rather large individuals as well. They're too far out to kind of make out details as far as who they are, what they may look like, but you can see the telltale horns and hooves that definitely tell you what animals that they are.
I don't know. It looks like a small hunting party. I tell everyone.
As you are noticing them walking in, the group of tents that are still up are specifically the ones where the big boss, Mondath and Rezum were in. And you actually do see, as these hunters are coming towards those tents, you see 3 individuals exit from the big tent, and you see an individual in purple robes, and you see 2 black half dragons.
Okay, so are those the guys? I mean, those are the guys that we were like the heads of this thing. So, like, are we getting the sense that the cultists left, but the leaders are still here?
Yeah. You see Rezmir and Mondath. You never got a name on the other black half dragon. But you see them come out, and there are a few bodies of individuals on the ground, and you just watch as the hunters are coming with their kills towards the tent, and as they exit, one of the bodies on the ground reaches up and grabs the leg of one of the black half dragons, and it pulls a huge great sword out of its sheath, and then right into the chest of the body, and it wipes it off and then sheets it back.
Any way to tell, like, the bodies that are on the ground, are they like, does it look like they're mercenaries that got slaughtered? Are they like unclothed?
At this where you're at, you'd have to get closer to the bodies to see.
Can we get closer and kind of use these like tents to like block our line of sight so that we can sneak in?
The tents that would have blocked your line of sight are destroyed or just like burning. There's some of them are smoldering.
Can we like circle the top ridges so that they won't see us? Yeah, I was like, we should get close. Like this could be a trap, but this could also be a perfect trap.
A trap for somebody.
All right. So you kind of. So you start circling. You're going to use the same stealth checks since you.
How are they like treating the hunters?
Right now, they're actually talking with the hunters. They're just having a quick conversation, and then you watch as the two black half dragons grab the animals from them and huck them on their shoulders. And the two half black dragons and the purple robed, this is Mondath at this point. They all begin making their way and walk into the cave. And the hunt, and before they do, they hand a bag, a small sack to the hunters. And the hunters just kind of like bounce it in their hand a little bit. One of them ties it on, and they start making their way away from the camp, back the way they came.
I think we gotta stop them in that cave.
I don't think we're going to get a better opportunity than this.
And we gotta capture Mondath and find out what we can. But it seems like a trap. But if they disappear, they're gone for good. We need to get them.
Yeah, what if there's a dragon in that cave, though?
Then we'll fucking kill it. I don't know what
I mean, they're in, and we don't believe there's any way out. We've just got to go for it, I think. At least get up close, see if we can find out. Get as close as we can, and then just hit them with everything. The moment before they realize we're there, we got to hit them if we can.
Well, I am glad I talked to Jan last night because I have good ideas. Okay.
I'm glad you talked to him as well.
I'm glad we got a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Also, if it gets really quiet around Mondath, grab her and hold her there.
Okay.
Are you gonna make it really quiet? Is that the
I
plan?
learned the ancient Chultan way of killing wizards, which is silence.
Basha sidles away from you, very carefully,
it might become very quiet, and that means you need to keep her in that quiet zone.
How does that work?
It makes it absolutely silent. We can't hear.
So you make her quiet, or?
Oh, I'm making an area quiet. It's like
area. Okay.
It's like a 20-foot radius quiet.
All right. Yeah.
It's big. It's a big quiet zone, but it'll make it so that wizarding can't happen at us from inside it.
I make sure she no leave area. Drovar take care of kneecaps so she can no run when over.
And then
I can still cast into that, though.
Oh, yeah,
I
just
can't
stay
cast
out of
in
it.
Yeah, I'll stay far away from that. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna be really excited about what happens.
Are we in agreement? What are we doing? Are we trying to capture any of them, or are we just?
I think we should capture Mondath, but I don't care about those dragon people.
They gotta go. They gotta go. Oh, I wonder if we get a chance to tell him we killed Cyan. Just see if it gets him extra, makes him do something stupid.
All right.
It'll make him very mad.
I believe in all of us.
I like
Let's get this done. May the pack guide us, and I'm going to emboldening bond myself, Bocek, and Drovar.
Okay.
What's that do again?
It gives you temps, right?
As long as we are within 30 feet of one of each other, we can roll a d4 once per round on ability check, saving throw, or attack roll. Once per round. Or once per turn. So it could be as a reaction or on a saving throw that's not your turn.
Okay. And
10 minutes.
And you're gonna make your way into the cave entrance.
Hell yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Alrighty. God damn it! I hate and love simultaneously when you do that. Alrighty, so, you begin making your way towards the cave entrance. I'm going to need a renewed stealth check. Emboldening Bond, is that concentration?
Nope, it's just my special ability for being this kind of cleric.
Okay.
So D4. Okay. In addition to this,
are we still getting our plus 10?
Oh yeah, I keep passing out a trace up because I'm an idiot. Of course I do. Like, why would I drop that?
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. All right. So, yeah, everybody roll your stealth checks. And why did that not happen? Oh, that's why it went there.
My stealth is truly obscene.
Yes,
truly.
Yes. I am aware how obscene your stealth is.
I think you're about to be ready for how I think I've broken my top number.
Oh, good gods. All right. Hold on 1 second. Basha, what'd you get?
With a plus 10, a 22.
Nice. Bocek?
You're muted.
You're muted.
With the addition of the D4, a 23.
Okay. Amala?
With the plus 10, I have 20.
Okay. Drovar?
26.
Nice. I'm almost afraid to ask, but Gorple?
40.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Wow.
He disappears from sight next to us. We no longer know where he
It's left
is.
the campaign entirely. It's just the four of us now.
It's truly obscene. It's truly obscene.
So
Whoa,
Gorple just
vanished.
cast invisibility.
Gorple vanished and showed up on a different stream.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Alrighty.
What's this place wild now? What is
Listen,
Yeah, right.
I have to live up to my namesake of Lurky Pokey, and this is how I do it.
You got the first half down right now. You got the lurky going.
All right. So 1 second. Why is this not working? Alrighty. So you begin making your way towards the entrance, and as you are walking towards the entrance, you can see you start to see these bodies. And you can there's not a lot of them, but there's maybe a little more than a dozen or so, and they are ripped apart, just either by sword slash, by claw. Just there was definitely a quick battle that ensued, and yeah, you can definitely tell from the clothing that they're wearing. These were all definitely the raiders, the hired mercenaries. You do see 2 of the dragonborns that you spoke with, the red one and the blue one.
Boo.
Just ripped apart.
We didn't want them in Phandalin. They're just no, we did. We can find other leather workers and have it like massacre townsfolk.
But you begin getting closer to the actual cave entrance, and with those freaking stealth scores, you definitely hear hushed whispers as you're getting closer. And Gorple, especially with your freaking stealth, you definitely see what looks like a humanoid individual in dark red, like dark blood maroon cultist robes. Just very, very quickly just pass across the entrance, maybe about 5 feet into the entrance, but just kind of like pass across, walk across, and then the hushed whispers continue. So it seems like there's definitely individuals, at least right there at the entrance.
Okay, I kind of silently kind of like signal to everyone, and then I begin crawling on the top of the cave ceiling, and that's how I disappear.
I don't even know if we see you signal.
Well, I like slink down, signal, and then my Grix armor kind of camouflages, and then for a moment, like I do that predator thing, and then you're like, oh, where is Gorple?
Mm-hmm.
As I begin crawling along the ceiling, but they don't see me anymore because
I think we're used to not seeing him. Like we don't know where he is until people start dying. So I think generally Drovar kind of gives, it's like once he ghosts out, I count to 30 before I start moving. Give him a chance to get to somewhere a little more advantageous. And I'm like, got to assume he's there. And then I start moving forward. So I'll give it a 30 count before, once he starts off, I'll give it a 30 count and then hit in.
Okay. Well, I'm going to open up the map so you can actually see and I can place you can place yourselves where you're going to be. Hold on a second. All right, that's not you.
I feel like I should go invisible.
All right. So you definitely let me shrink all of you because it always makes you all like way bigger than you should be. Science. All right.
Like all the same size as Bocek there.
Yeah, you're all massive. Look at it, it's a massive Gorple.
Oh my god.
awesome.
The power will go to his head. Don't let
Also,
it happen.
if you would like to also give me a tiny pterodactyl, that'd be super great.
Will do. Just give me 1 second.
Yep, I know. Just
ready. And
I know you have my menagerie around, so I figured.
yes. Super big neck right there. There you go. All right, so this is right here is the entrance. Let me actually let me just bring the map up so everybody can see what's happening. All right, so you are at the entrance with your disgusting stealth checks there. And essentially you saw the individuals that you saw were just kind of walked across. This is like the entrance of the cave right here. And
I forgot to roll, but Nat got a natural 20 for a 35 stealth.
Okay. Fair enough. So this is the entrance right here, and you saw somebody kind of walk across this way on the inside, but you do not see them currently.
I'm going to crawl along the ceiling because no one looks up. We know how the city works.
Okie dokie. Let's pull these up. Yeah, these are the right ones. I got the right ones. I get so excited over the smallest things.
And how much of a lead do we think the cultists and the half dragons got on us?
You were moving pretty stealthily to just get there without being noticed. They probably have maybe 20 minutes ahead of you.
So they could have gotten deep into this cave.
Possibly.
Like they won't be at the end. I don't believe they'll be at this entrance.
Probably, depending on how quickly they were moving and like what they were doing in there, probably not. It's a good assumption.
So quick and silent death is what I hear. Got it.
All right. So you begin crawling on the ceiling. And there are, as far as lights are concerned, it is this area is the light from the sun outside is lighting up this area fairly well. But as you crawl in, let's give you a bigger picture of what you see. Because now you can see 4 individuals. Definitely on guard duty. Similar to the individual you questioned wearing those red robes. And they're just kind of standing there. You place yourself where you would be.
It's like me moving 25 feet, just kind of like crawling along the ceiling.
And they have disadvantage on perceiving you.
They don't, because I didn't put the hood up.
Oh, you didn't put the hood up. All right.
I just have the natural stone camouflage.
That's all right, because they still got a nat 1. So they do not notice you crawling along the top of the ceiling. But they are just kind of chilling out. Definitely paying attention. The whispering has stopped. But it doesn't seem like they've noticed that your group is there yet. They just keeping talking to a minimum.
All right, I'm gonna keep going 25 more feet because I want to see what's past them to make sure like they don't have people for like call for help.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So you keep moving. You gonna move your full movement?
Yep.
Okay. I need you to make another stealth check for me, please.
That is actually very low. So that is only a 25.
25.
So low.
Yeah.
I mean, I get advantage, but I rolled like a 3, I think.
Okay, I do have a question. You're probably outside of that 30 feet.
I didn't add a D4.
Right. So my question is, if we rejoin you, does that kick back in, or is it gone?
No, you guys have it because you two are within 30 feet of each other.
Okay.
It doesn't go away. It's just while you're within 30 feet, you get the benefit of it.
Got it. Okay. It just has to be one of us.
Yeah. Anyone who has the bond, which is me, you, and Bocek.
Got it.
Okay. So as you progress further down, second, just gonna open it up so you can see what's going on here. You don't see any more individuals. But what you see is that the entrance to this cave, which is essentially where you're at, ends at a 10-foot drop off. To the right, you can see that there are broad steps roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp, which is this area right over here. The cavern below, you can't see it because you didn't get a little further in, but you can see those steps here.
Oh, what's the lighting situation?
It's starting to get dark come this area and this area, but this whole area is fairly well lit from the light outside.
Okay. I think I'm gonna chill here because I know that Drovar gave me a lead, but if they're gonna start moving, I want to be ready to drop in and attack because I want to take these guys out quickly and silently.
Okay. So you
can I try to like signal to Gorple and the others and just like put up my hand with 5, 4, and see if they start nodding?
Well, the funny thing is you beat me to it. I was about to just go 3, 2, 1, and just have us go in. So we're all on we're all kind of counting probably silently 30, 9, 28. And so we're at 3, 2, 1, and I just nod at everybody and I start moving in. When I think we're all in agreement that we
just
know in 30 seconds.
Yeah, and just like run in at once.
Go.
So you're all just gonna run in at once. Gorple's not back yet. I was going
to make you invisible, but I guess not.
Like the idea is that Gorple goes in and he positions himself somewhere. If it was really bad, he'd come out and go, run. Save yourself.
Yeah, we're kind of counting down for Gorple to position himself.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of figure I'm gonna drop down because I want to cover if any of them are gonna retreat.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So what I need everybody to do is to roll me some initiative, please.
Oh, thank God.
Wait. Actually, I learned this last week. Don't roll initiative yet. Oh. If you're rolling initiative on D&D Beyond, don't roll initiative yet. Because as I learned this last week, they updated the encounters, and I can now, when you roll on D&D Beyond, when I start the encounter, the number will automatically be added into everything that I'm doing.
Yeah, I found that out recently also. It's real nice having the people show up automatically on the encounter tracker.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Hold on a second.
Drovar and Bocek, you can add a D4 to this because it is an ability check.
Cool. Now, if we do, that's the only one we do for the round?
No, you get to do it once per turn, and it's technically off turn. It's initiative, man. Okay. Yeah, it's an insane ability in Emboldening Bond. It's kind of crazy. But you only get it once. You only get it once per turn. So, like, you get it on one attack, or you get it on a save, or you get it on a reaction.
So my question was, if I roll initiative and then run in, I was wondering, can I do it for initiative and for hitting this guy, for Sky? That's, how much milk can I squeeze out of this thing?
All right. Now, if you're rolling on D&D Beyond, please roll initiative. Ooh, awesome. I love it. I love it.
Okay. Wait. D&D Beyond won't automatically add the D4 from the Emboldening Bond.
Right. So I've got an extra 3 to the total. If you can modify it.
Yeah, I can modify it. Yeah, so that's fine.
So bump mine up by 3.
Okay.
Bump mine up by 2.
All right. Okay. Beautiful. And then their initiative. Okay. All right. Let's get some appropriate music going. Becky. Nope, that's not the appropriate music. What the hell is going on? What the hell? I got some stuff that I wasn't. Oh, this is weird. A lot of my music disappeared. Here we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. There it is. There it is. That was so weird. Thanks for bearing with me, everyone.
I'm outraged.
How dare me? Alrighty. So, initiative is going. It is their turn first. Yeah, they don't realize anything's happening at the moment. Gorple, it is now your turn.
All right, I drop upon this person like Batman and stab him in the face with a rapier. Stealth.
Okay. They see. Okay. Perfect.
Do I get advantage because I'm hidden?
Hold on a second. You do not, because they were holding their turns because they are on guard duty. They are prepared for anything.
But they don't see me coming, so they
don't see you coming. So you'll get to get the drop on them first. You'll get to actually move and attack first, but then they will have their reaction. Well, the one that you're dropping on will have its reaction.
But he doesn't see me coming, so that's why I'm asking.
You don't have advantage. You don't have it.
Okay. AC 23. I don't think
that does hit.
9 damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Wait, hold on. What? I don't know what. Okay, it's weird. Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay. Constitution.
DC 12.
That is a 14.
Then he is not poisoned.
Okay. Alrighty. He's now going to use his reaction. Just take. Okay. He's going to attack twice with the scimitar. He pulls out his scimitar. First attack is going to be... That's a miss. That's a 12. Second one as a nat 20 for 25.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is going to be 11 slashing damage. And as you kind of drop down and just stab him, he's like, ah! Intruders! Intruders! And the other ones are already have their swords in their hands, ready to go. They were holding their action to attack something. They can't move, so that's it. That's all they can do. You still have movement and a bonus action.
I go, Knack! Get that dude in the eyes!
All right. And you're sending a Knack to attack the second one.
That guy.
Okay.
Go for the eyes, Knack. Go for the eyes.
Go for the eyes.
AC 20.
That does hit.
That'll be max damage for 10.
Nice.
Piercing.
All right. Knack just like and just like clawing at the face. The mask does stop some of the attack, but you can see the deep gouges in the cheek and in his face, and it's just blood is now pouring down. He's like, the fuck, and just swiping at Knack. But he does have a reaction. And Knack came at him, so he's going to swing twice at Knack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to hit. That's a 6. And the second attack, 11. I don't think hits Knack. Yeah, the sheer amount of damage to the face is just like throwing him off, and he's just swinging wildly at this point, not even hitting Knack. All right.
Knack will fly behind him.
Okay.
Ready, so that he can't run. Or he can run, but he has a pterodactyl in his waist.
Gotcha. Perfect. Alrighty. Next up is Drovar. The rest of you are now hearing screaming and yelling going on the inside.
And I made my concentration check for Pass Without Trace. I got a 16.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. Drovar, it is now your turn. Basha, you are on deck.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go! And I just run in there. Let's see. Oh, hello. Yeah, just start running in, hearing trouble. It's like, oh, you're good. And I will do my leap. Just
Okay.
because it's my thing, and I land right pretty much on him with coming down with the axe.
Okay.
I am reaching.
Okay. He was holding his reaction, so he is going to take 2 swipes at you first.
Cool.
And so the first one is going to be 10. That doesn't hit. And second one, wow, miss. 11. Whew. All right, all you now. Go for it.
Alrighty. Oh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait to see what this does.
Oh.
25 hit points.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you just come leaping in and bury the axe like right where the clavicle and the shoulder are, and he just starts screaming, and you yank it out. Blood's dripping. The arm is like weak. It's not a sword arm, but it's like now limp. He's still standing. He's like,
well, next attack. Oh, it's a natural 18 to a 27.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Another 12.
Okay, yeah. How do you want to kill this guy?
So he comes leaping in. The guy's like, and I kind of, the blows kind of, bounce off. I deflect him with the axe, and I sink it into his chest. And he's just, and he starts like raising opening his mouth to cry out, and I just pull it up, swing around, and his head comes right off. I'm like, shh.
Yep, as the head comes off, it just rolls off to the side, and the other ones they're screaming, intruders, intruders, and you can hear it now echoing throughout the cave. Okay, you still have. Oh no, that was your full movement, right? To get to him.
Let me check. I think that was it, but. I think I can go one more, but that's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Basha, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Yes. I'm gonna open this up by grabbing out my wand of magic missiles, jumping in here, and I'm going to I'm gonna use charges at.
All right, so he's gone.
Sorry, hang on. I can do how many charges per round again? Can I do as many as I can?
Well, no. How many? It says how many charges the wand holds.
Well, I have 7 total, so I was going to do 3.
I think you can only do up to 3 at a time.
That's fine. So I'm going to do that. And then...
So, wow. So 3, 4, 5. So that would be 5 missiles.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take their health down as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So that's 5. So I'm gonna go for each one, and then I'll just go back around the circle again, and I'll go for the ones that are already injured. I will do 2. I will do my extra ones.
Let me. I'm labeling them now, so you can tell me who gets what.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Okay, so A is gonna take 6.
Okay.
Because it's 4 plus 1. D4 plus 1. No, sorry, that would be 5. I'm sorry, I can't do math. So it's 5, not 6.
Okay.
B is gonna do 3.
3. Still standing.
Yep. C will also take 5.
Okay.
I'll just go back around again. A will get 4.
Okay. Then you got one
more. And then B gets 5 also.
All right. B looks really hurt. Very nice. B looks very hurt. They all look super hurt, but they're still standing. And what would you like to do now?
I can't do that and something else, right? No, so that's it.
Well, that's your action, yeah. To use the wand.
Yeah.
So you still have some movement. Don't shortchange yourself from movement.
Yeah, I mean, you can
coming over here. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, come on down. Hide in front of the meat.
Yeah, let's not go hide over by the cultists instead.
Gotcha. All right. Next up is Bocek. Bocek, what do you want to do?
I want to spend a key point to use Step on the Wind as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I sprint all the way to C, and I'm going to attack him with my monk weapon.
Okay.
You're flanking, buddy.
And you still somehow copied yourself again. I don't know how you're doing it. It's awesome, but I was like, wait, there's 2 Boceks?
I'm not entirely sure either. 28 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
Just your sheer force of will.
Okay, he takes 12 damage.
Okay. All right.
Still standing?
Yeah, still standing. Looks real hurt.
and I'm going to take another swing at him then.
Okay.
Or actually, before I decide to take another swing at him, I'd like to spend a key point and try to make that a stunning strike. That last attack I hit with.
Okay.
So that is a save on your part. Hold on, this is my first time using stunning strike.
Okay.
So it is a con save for him.
All right. What do I have to beat?
12.
12. That is a 6. He is stunned. To the end
Excellent.
to the end of your turn.
My next turn.
Your next turn. Yep.
So since he's stunned and can't call for more people, I'm going to damn it, I cloned myself again. I'm going to use the rest of my movement from Step on the Wind because freaking 80 feet of movement to help Gorple beat up on B.
Okay.
Natural 1, I miss.
Okay.
Wait, can I use one of our group advantages?
You got plenty.
2 natural 1s in a row, so
It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you take a swing at this guy, go to punch him, and unfortunately you just hit right into the rock behind him on the wall. Just taking a chunk out. You will take 6 bludgeoning damage because you're not raging. And yeah, your knuckles are you're wearing the knuckles, the necro knuckles?
no, I'm using my monk weapon, which is that long +1 longsword.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, so your knuckles are kind of like ripped up and bloody now. It's like but otherwise you're fine. Alrighty. So that is your turn. Next up is Amala.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to move up towards A.
Go for it.
Which puts me right there, and I don't have any ranged attacks.
Oh
What about
no.
Brett?
Yeah, you want to breathe?
I do have my breath weapon.
What's the range on that?
15 feet.
You definitely reach him. He'll just make it.
Alright, I'll use my breath weapon. Let's go. It's
All
a
right.
12 con.
All right, 12. 12 Constitution. Come on, fuzzy dice. 18.
Alrighty. Let's see. Breath weapon.
And yours is fire, right?
It's ice.
Ice. Okay. So he'll take half or nothing.
Half damage on success.
Okay. So what's that?
He'll take 3 damage.
3 damage. All right. Yeah, he seems a little like some of his robes have begun to freeze over as he does dodge slightly out of the way, but he's barely standing. Barely, he's still up. But he took it.
Alright, that is it for my turn.
Alrighty, top of the round. It is their turn. So what's going to happen is this guy, we're going to call that guy Ant. 5, 10, 15. He's going to run right up on Bocek.
There's no ant of mine.
And using pack tactics and fanatical advantage, he is going to make his 2 attacks with advantage, and some crazy shit may happen. So first attack on Bocek is going to be a 21 to hit.
That it.
And that's going to be 7 slashing damage plus, using fanatical advantage, another 6. So 13 altogether, 13 slashing damage altogether. And then the other one, and then his other attack doesn't get fanatical advantage for this one, but he does get advantage. Yeah, it's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That hit.
And you will take 3 slashing damage. That. The other B is going to do the same thing at bow check. Advantage on the first roll, and that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so you will take 8 plus 10, 18 slashing damage altogether using fanatical advantage. And then he's going to take his second attack. That is a 21 to hit. And you will take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right.
Damn.
Man, they got your number. How are you looking?
Boy.
Yeah, Bocek looks pretty bloody. He's still up, but he looks pretty bloodied. And then the third guy is stunned to the end of Bocek's turn, so he can't do a damn thing. With Knack just flying in his face, getting ready to claw him again. And that is the end of their turn. Gorple, it's now your turn. Drovar on deck.
All right, how dare that person stab my best friend? So I'm gonna attack B like I was doing before.
Okay, go for it.
$19 to hit.
That does hit. They seem pretty fast and flowy as they're moving.
So a total of 5 damage, and I need a con save.
All right, con save. Wow, that was a journey. 14.
He's good.
Yeah, he's barely standing. He's like, oh.
All right. Then Knack will continue working over C.
Knack has advantage on that.
Mm-hmm, because he's stunned.
AC 17.
Does hit.
9 more piercing.
Knack tears the face away. You see. At first, you think Knack is just pulling the mask off of his face, and you just watch the skin pull off.
Yeah, I'm like, Knack, I want his face off.
Bocek understand that reference.
And yeah, he just drops to the ground without a sound because he was still stunned. Just twitching and is no longer a problem.
And I go, hey, just kind of stay down further in the cave to see if anyone's coming. Yell if they are.
All right. And
he'll fly there, and he has dark vision.
Perfect. Okay. All righty, Drovar, it is now your turn.
Okay, I moved there, so flanking with Bocek. So that gives me advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another natural 20.
Ooh.
I think that yeah. Okay, he takes 16.
How do you want to kill this guy?
When Drovar's in a rage, he just keeps moving. He's just kind of like cutting down trees. He goes through the guy. He moves literally through him. Oh no, I'm moving the map now, and he ends up here. Keeps his move going, so that was 3 squares, 4, 5, and he's now going to do his second attack on this last guy here.
Okay.
Natural 19 at 28 to hit.
Does hit. Definitely hits.
15 damage.
How do you want to kill that guy?
Hey, it's just, come on, gotta keep going. Walk it off, kid.
Just cleave the rest of the damaged arm from before, and just falls to the ground. They're just twitching and just.
Yeah, he doesn't take moments to like really look at the things that he's killing when he's in a rage. It's just like, what's next? Next. Gotta keep moving, keep going.
Yeah, you look around. Doesn't seem to be any more, but their calls were definitely echoing through the cave. And if there are more individuals in the cave, and you know of at least 3 that went into this cave system, there are definitely individuals alerted to your presence. But you are now within the cave system, and you can see exactly how big it is, how large it is. You're just not sure how extensive it is yet.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to call it for the evening.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, everybody. Good game.
I just know next game I will not be even remotely that lucky. That was great. It's because I have a cat sleeping in my lap, and it just won't happen again next week.
I just hope I'm never that unlucky again.
Oh,
we're gonna flip.
Wow, yeah, those fuzzy dice, man. I was just like, they just kept rolling. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, they had pack tactics, which gave them advantage. And then they also had fanatical advantage, which was if they get advantage on a hit, they get to roll an extra 2d6 on top of whatever they, So
that's brutal.
So they just, unfortunately, it was like, oh, well, yeah, we're flanking. We got advantage. This guy seems like he's gonna fucking kill us. But yeah, Bocek is looking rough.
They did not leave their fronts to guard this cave. They left some tougher guards here. So
the 2 nat 1s in a row really killed me.
Yeah.
It's all right. Amala's behind you. She can heal you. I'll drop a heal on you. We're gonna keep this rolling fight rolling. We got healing potions. We'll keep going.
But that'll be next week, though. So good game, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
GG.
Yes. So we will see what happens next week when we come back. You are now in specifically the Dragon Hatchery. You will see what happens as you progress throughout, and what interesting things you may actually come across.
Gonna steal an egg.
I hope it's dragons.
We'll see. You know of at least 2 half dragons.
Maybe we'll find.
Yeah, not about them.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, if you kill both of them, doesn't that count as one whole dragon?
We can sew them together for you.
That's how halves work. If I've learned anything in school,
math. That's basic fantasy math.
So then we'll taxidermy them after we kill them, and then we'll place them up somewhere.
Yeah, that's how that works. That'll work. All right. So let me do some quick shout outs. Lady Poopsie, thank you so much for the resub at tier 1 for 15 months. She says she loves us. She said, love you guys. Thank you. We love you too. And Oscillatus resubbing at tier 2 for 10 months. Oscillatus, welcome back. It's been an age. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. We miss you, man. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, but I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And thank you to all of you who are just watching and participating in all the craziness here, with all of the inspirations, which were clearly helpful for our players, except for Bocek. Poor Bocek. I'm so sorry, Bocek. Yeah, tear. But thank you, and it was so much fun. I'm so glad that we're back. And remember, everybody gets 3 inspirations per player now instead of 2 for the new year. So use them well. and use them. So, but with that, it's getting late, so I'm gonna let everybody go. I want to let my players go. Remember, please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to others. Let's keep supporting all the things that we love. As we leave, don't leave immediately. We always try to rate somebody who is not only a supporter of what we do, but we want to show them support and love as well. So throw them a follow if you're not already following them. Say hello in the chat if you're so inclined. At the very least, just watch, be there and watch support. Watch their stream, support them in that way, because that's enough. Anything more than that is icing on the cake, and we appreciate you all for that.
Thank you to anyone who bought some Girl Scout cookies for my daughter. That was very much appreciated.
Oh yeah, and they were delicious. They did not last long, I will say that. So
I just ordered 8 boxes of cookies.
Yes, you better have gotten those Adventurefuls. They look so good.
Oh, they're amazing. I ate mine within like a day, just the entire thing.
Yes.
My daughter's got a new badge because of you guys.
Oh,
yeah. Awesome. So see, support. This is what the support is all about. This is why we do what we do. Getting Girl Scouts the badges that they deserve. So, all right.
I think I ordered 8 boxes, if I remember correctly.
Oof, nice. All right, so we're gonna let everybody go. Everyone have a good night. We love you very much, and we will see you next time. Take care.